Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Happy New Year. Happy 2026 to you. Live chat 147. We're now on Sundays, not Tuesdays, but that doesn't mean we can't do impromptu live chats on Tuesdays. Hope you're all safe and well. Hope you got through all the Christmas and New Year shenanigans. We're back to real life now. James, good to see you. Now, before we carry on, big announcement. Obviously, first live chat back. It's not looking how I want it to look. There's lots of things changing, not only in YouTube, but what we're going to do here at Brooks Towers and what have you. But the big announcement, I only found this out 2 days ago when I started booking in all the live chats going through till March. So, as I mentioned back in September, October time, YouTube were talking about allowing live chats to be both vertical and horizontal. So depending on which device you're watching on, you can now watch an independent stream to suit your device, what you're watching on. So if you're watching on a TV or a tablet or a monitor, you're probably going to want to go for the widescreen horizontal version. Yep. If you're on your phone, you're going to want to watch probably on the vertical. That'll be a bit easier on the eyes. So if you go into Brooks's Base Corner, there are now two separate links, two separate streams. I don't know how the analytics are going to work on this. So basically it will split, I guess. If we got 1,000 views on a live chat and we got 50 on each, it's going to be 500 views per stream, just the way it is. But anyway, let me just put these in for you. So you might be watching this in one format and think, no, I'd rather watch it on my TV. Well, you might be watching it on your phone and thinking, I'd rather watch it horizontally. So you get the full sort of screen layout. And if I'm doing things in here on the vertical form, you can't see what I'm doing with my hands. Isn't that a thing? But if you're watching in vertical and you suddenly think, actually, I'd rather watch this on the TV while I'm eating my dinner or my breakfast or my lunch or whatever, you could Chromecast it, or whatever you do with your device to watch videos that are on your phone on your TV. So I'm going to put the links in the chat window. So if you can't be bothered to go over to the channel and find the independent links, the vertical format has a small blue mobile emoji. After it says live chat 147, there should be a small blue emoji. So I would heartily be appreciative if some of you could just check these out and feed back in the live chat window that this is actually a thing. On my screen, it looks like it's all working okay. And in fact, I just want to give YouTube, yes, it all looks very good where I am. All looks like it's working. So I'm hoping this is as good for you guys as hopefully it will be for me. But let me put the links in so you guys get the right link. You're watching and you're thinking, what the hell's he talking about? So the first link is the vertical. Talking nonsense, trying to go too quick. Brain's going quicker than my mouth can keep up. This is the horizontal feed. So the link I've just posted there, that's horizontal. So if you're watching on a monitor, a TV, or a tablet, that's probably going to look best for you. But if you're watching on a phone and you want the feed to fill the screen as opposed to being a small segment on the YouTube app, let me give you that. So that should be here, and it is. So this is the vertical feed. What have I put? That is horizontal, and that is vertical. So it's up to you. You can watch it in whichever format works the best for you. Oh, I've mucked that up, haven't I? Hold on. Butterfingers here. Bear me a moment. That'll go through. Right, that is okay, so you can watch it however suits. So I think my mum's tuning in, and I keep telling her, "Watch it on the telly. Don't watch it on your phone." watch it on your telly. But anyway, there are 2 links there. If you've got the link or you've watching in the format you don't want, then click on the other one. So the first link I posted up is the horizontal, second link is the vertical. Right, let's go through some of the messages there. So James, good evening. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Hello, guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. I know you're well 'cause you've been watching the video, which I'll tell everyone a little more about in a second. Did I have a good Christmas? Yes, I did. Very restful. Wasn't bombarded with a million jobs to do and tons of things to do. We both kind of had a bit of a rest, which we both kind of needed here. So yeah, it was good. It was good. Enjoyed it. Got the feet up, watched some telly, some nice food, did the housekeeping on the channel. Got lots of things planned for you folks, some of which have been launched today. Hey, young Zoomer, we're gonna get to that. Richard, you're watching it on iPhone and laptop, both working fine. We want. Excellent. Westford, good to see you. Hope you're mending well following your appendicitis and the dodgy, uh, wrist after you fell over. Hope that's all going well. There's my partner in crime, young Zoomer. You have the vertical feed going on your tablet and horizontal feed on the TV. It's all good, isn't it? Zoomer saying hello to my mum. I'm still waiting for my mum to respond to watching our video. I sent her the link this morning. She's been busy. Martin Fay, good to see you. Thank you for your little message the other day on. Oh, I can't remember if it was just responding to a post I put up, New Year post. Anyway, good to see you. George, hello again. Love the new video. Don't blame me, blame him. Blame Zoomer. It's on Zoomer's channel. I just contributed to the content. He's done all the work. Zoomer is hosting the series. So, what am I talking about here? So, as I mentioned a few weeks ago, Zoomer and I have been chatting for a little while, and when he was on earlier in 2025, and when we were doing the video chats and what have you, we found out we have an appreciation of John Taylor and Duran. And sometimes the chats, we'd be in the middle of a live chat, and Zoomer and I would start talking about Duran, and everyone else would go a bit quiet because we could bang on about it for hours on end. Anyway, in the autumn, a couple of months ago, I started using the collaboration feature within YouTube, and you'll know, some of you will know, I did a couple of small shorts with Danny Satko up at the Base Gallery in Camden, and I saw that collaboration feature. I knew it was there, and I said to him after the videos went up, I said, "I don't know if you use this collaboration feature, but from what I'm hearing, it can be really productive, not only for the person that hosts the video, but also the collaborators. You can have up to 6 collaborators, I think, any given video." I said, "But what it does is it shares our audience base. So if I've got 5,000 subscribers, then in principle, all 5,000 subscribers should be shown or fed that video there for them to click on if they want to. It's up to them." I said, "But it also works the other way. So then my audience will get to see that person's content." It's a reciprocal thing. And Danny agreed to it, and a video that had already had thousands of views suddenly got another 10,000 views straight off the bat within an hour. And I was like, wow, that feature really works, doesn't it? So I said to Zoomer, look, we keep sort of commandeering the live chats and talking about Duran and other things. We should do some videos here of us talking about Duran. I said we could talk about the albums, break it down into digestible chunks. We'll do like half an hour to an hour each album. I said, Duran fans will probably enjoy it. I'm sure people on my channel will enjoy it. And Zoomer's channel is pretty much playing through John Taylor's bass lines and the Arcadia stuff and the Power Station stuff. And I said, look, we get some free time over Christmas. Let's get our heads together. We can probably do something here, which boost his channel a little, hopefully might boost mine a bit, and we can make something of it. I said, 2 heads are better than 1 on this stuff, and people would rather watch discussing this sort of thing, this sort of material, rather than one person just banging on. It becomes monotonous. You just hear the same voice over and over again. Let's do it as the two of us. So we agreed to do it, and we filmed the first one last Tuesday before we did the live chat. And Zuma, to his credit, seriously pulled his finger out and has edited it all up. We did 3 iterations, 4 maybe, fine-tuning it. So he's worked his arse off, bless him. And that video is there to be enjoyed and watched. Let me get a link for you folks. And if you want to check this out, please feel free. Let me just find. I've got so many tabs open here. Just bear with me a moment. I want that. So for any of you, I mean, a lot of you I will have shared the link with if we're on Messenger and what have you. I've shared it on the Facebook channel. I haven't done Instagram yet. Zuma, can you email me the thumbnail for the video? I tried to do a screen capture and it didn't come out that great. So if you can do that, that'd be fab. Let me just get this link for you fine people. Bear with me a moment. I go in here. I want that, don't I? There we go. Right. There we are. And we just want to share that link. There's me talking away. So I want that, and I want that. So if you've not seen the video of which I'm talking about, here you go. Feast your eyes on that. It's about an hour's watch. Run it on double speed. You can watch it in 30 minutes. By all means, if you've watched it already, feedback would be good and appreciated. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please give this live chat a thumbs up, of course. Leave comments. Pats on the back for Zuma, if you please. He did all the work on this. I literally just sat in front of the camera and prattled on for about 2 hours, as he did. He did all the editing. He did the thumbnails. I gave him a little bit of guidance here and there, and that was it. So that's episode 1, up and flying. So we've said we're going to do first 4 Duran albums. We're going to do Power Station and Arcadia. That takes us up to the point that the band changed, and then we've got Notorious and what have you afterwards. So if the first clutch of videos do well and we get lots of views and people seem are enjoying it, then we'll carry on. If they don't, then we'll get as far as we get and we'll reappraise it as and when. Mum, you've had no time to watch you and Zuma yet. That's all right. It's all right. Put it on later. It's fine. So that video is there. I've then created some remix shorts, which I will post the links for in 2 seconds. And you can check those out too. Zuma, does it aggregate the comments on your end? I don't see anything. I have to come into the video to watch it because it's being hosted at your end. I know there is an option when we did the collaboration that I can see the analytics, but I think you maybe didn't click on that. It's fine. I can just keep going in and seeing how many views it's got. It's fine. All good. Zoom saying hello to George. Guys, I never really deep dive Duran. Plenty of albums there if you want to go down that rabbit hole. It's a day's education. It's something I like to do. I know the hits, but that's about it. The album tracks. See, people think of the hits. Think, oh, it's a pop band. You start delving a bit deeper on the albums, you get some quite sort of dark indie pop, almost gothic in some places. But some of that is B-side stuff, things like Secret October. Look at the first album B-side. So you've got Late Bar, Faster Than Light, Canada, Like an Angel. All that sort of stuff. There's stuff there. There's plenty there. And if you want to go and get fairly dark, go and Medazzaland, Pop Trash, Red Carpet Massacre. There's plenty there, guys. Got any questions? You know, 2 guys who can help you. So happy to guide you through that. So yeah, all good. So yeah, feel free to check that video out. It's 2 fans of the band. We're not claiming we're the experts on every single nuance with the band. You're talking about a band that In 2 years' time is 50 years old. We can't know everything. Google is your friend, of course. There's plenty of stuff that Zuma and I do know. Uh, and as I say in that video, for me, I followed that band this year for 45 years. Crazy. Some people, that's their lifetime. So there's so much stuff. There's so much that both Zuma and I have lived through with that band that I'm hoping these videos are really fun and interesting, a little bit educational and informative, maybe. But, we can talk about our experiences regarding this band because we lived through it. This isn't AI producing some claptrap that it has no experience of. We were there. I've got the T-shirts and the programs and the ticket stubs, and I've got the receipts for the albums and the T-shirts that were bought and all of that sort of stuff. So give it a spin, see what you think. If you don't like it, let us know. If you do like it, tell us what you enjoyed, what you don't, what works and what doesn't work. Comments, suggestions, all gratefully received. So, but like I say, Zuma did all the work, did all the editing, the thumbnail, did all the audio. I literally just sat behind a laptop and fired questions at each other, and that's what you get. So, hope you enjoy. Leo, yeah, you're mending well. You can play bass now. Well done, sir. Bill Derbyshire, good to see you. Happy New Year. There's Richard. Everyone's saying hello. The video chat was brilliant. You listened to it on YouTube Premium on your way to Burton-on-Trent earlier. Modern technology. How about that? Here we go. People saying hello. Ashley, good to see you. Welcome. We're talking bass guitars. That's this live chat. I know we've been talking about Duran, but that's on the back of the video that Zuma and I have done today. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to seeing everyone join us on this journey. It's been fun, isn't it? So we're planning, hoping if it all goes well, we'll do one video for each album and Arcadia and Power Station. And then if it all has done really well, we'll do some deep dives into JT and his bass playing. And if there are certain videos that really take off, I'm expecting maybe the first 4 will be, maybe the Arcadia one will be, but the first album, Rio, Seven the Ragged Tiger, Arena, maybe Notorious, they take off. We could do second videos for them, go really granular on the information and the detail. There's only so much we can put up in a video, and we're both very wary that people's attention spans are really short. So you don't want to go too granular on the first run throughs. But if there's certain albums and videos that kind of we can see they're very popular, and we'll go a little bit further down into what was involved in the recording, and we'll start having a really sort of bash Google to get all the info out. But we'll see how we go. George, I didn't see the comment. Slow chat. Okay, no worries. Mike, I was asking if the vertical and horizontal versions comments of this live stream are aggregated. Well, there's a thing. So let me just have a look. Are you talking in the live chat window? Or are you talking in the comments section? I think in the live chat window, it's all the same. I think it's all the same. It looks like it's the same. Or maybe not. Maybe not. No, you're correct. I don't know what's going on there. So the horizontal isn't showing everything, or it's not updated at the moment. Vertical has got everything. I think it depends on the stream you're on. So I'm in another platform, and that's aggregating all together because that is what's pumping it out. But I think the independent streams on YouTube are showing different chat. That's something that needs to be looked at then. Okay. I will deal with that later on. Okay, I will try my best to. I don't know how to sort that. I can show the comments on stage. Here we go. Regular and small. Small, regular. There we go. How's that? Is that better for you guys? What about tall? We can go wide. Wide's probably, yeah, let's go tall. Font, we'll go for a medium. Is that better? Is that better for people? Hopefully that's better. So hopefully now you should see everything as it comes in. Teething issues. Um, okay, basin code, that's Joe Goose. Good to see you, Joe Goose. Thank you for the mention on your video. You'll have more YouTube profiles than any man on earth. Shortly. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. Anyway, good to see you, Joe. Happy New Year. Hope all is good. Glad to hear Zuma. He did more than that. Well, I didn't. I didn't. You did the work. I just can help you in the back end of the videos and the mechanicals maybe that you aren't aware of because your channel's not monetized, and there are things I might be aware of maybe because I follow vidIQ and I've got that platform. It's a winning formula, Zuma. We'll just crack on with it. It's all good. It's all good. Uh, check that. Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on that video as we're doing the live chat. How are we looking? So it's had 37 thumbs up and 193 views in 9 hours. Excellent. You got a donation from Stacey as well. How about that? How about that? Here we go. Richard, I think the length was about right. Thank you. Okay, it was just over an hour. I think it was literally 1 hour and about 50 seconds, and we did a couple of little tidy cutbacks. But long form seems to be making a comeback. Do hope so. Now, Zuma, also, what we haven't even talked about, and I wanted to see how the first episode went before I said this. This could be a podcast. So if you want to get your thinking cap on, because I'm trying to sort my own podcast out as well, and we can cross-pollinate here. This could well become a podcast. So whether while we're on the live chat or in your own time, because it's your channel, I can't do it for you, but I can certainly look up some investigating, trying to do my own podcast as well. You can go into YouTube and ask it to turn a playlist into a podcast. So what I was saying this morning about putting this video into whatever we're calling this series, we haven't even thought that far, whatever we're calling it, create a playlist, add that video into the playlist, and then you can tell YouTube to create that playlist as a podcast. You'll be building a swimming pool in your backyard before we know it. Watch this space, folks. You went the live chat, went, hey, that's cool. Scott M, good to see you. Happy New Year. Can't watch today, but want to leave a like before heading out. Bless your heart. Thank you very much. Zoom, it's interesting. My TV did not show any live chat comments until I connected my phone to it. Ooh, okay. These are all teething things when you move platforms and apps and what have you. So we'll see how we go. Oh wait, maybe that was just a coincidence. I think your setting is what did it. Well, what I've done is I didn't realise because we're now in horizontal. So when we've been in vertical for months, I couldn't have the comments on the screen like we used to have when we were in horizontal. Now that we've got both, so basically on my screen in front of me here, I've got the horizontal and the vertical. There's an option for me to show the comments on stage. So that's what I've done here. So what's that? Oh, okay. That's the right. So we'll see. It's a teething episode today. Live chat 147 on Brooks's Space Corner on a Sunday, 4th of January 2026, coming from London town here in the UK. We have changed things. So you can watch, I'll say it again, half an hour in almost. Whatever device you're watching on, you can have an optimized feed stream. So if you're watching on your phone, there's a link in this live chat. Go further up. There's a vertical stream and there's a horizontal stream. You can choose whichever stream works best for you. So if you're watching on a PC, Mac, laptop, tablet, or on a TV, you want the horizontal stream. And if you're on a phone or a device with a slim screen, You probably want the vertical feed. 2 separate feeds. I don't know how YouTube is gonna combine all of this. It's a new feature, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll work it all out. We always do. Joe, it's the same profile, just keep changing the name. Good man. I wanted to get base and coffee, but it was already taken. We It's like trying to find your optimum email address years ago, isn't it? Mike, how's the channel going? Very good, thank you. We're all good. Last year was the biggest growth jump ever. So I think at the start of last year, I was on about 650,000 views. We're now on or just very close to 1.3 million. So I've literally more than doubled in 12 months. I said on Tuesday, what has happened. So if I'm looking at last 365 days, we've increased in watch time by 57%. We've increased views by 244%. And we've increased in subscriber numbers by 75%. And I think there are some analytics I can give you. Oh, no, it takes me through to analytics then, doesn't it? Yeah, that'd give you a good enough idea. So, yes, channel's doing very well. Thank you. You haven't been online for a while. It's fine, mate. All the content that we've done is all there. All the live chats are there. All the reviews, all the demos, interviews, everything is there in the channel. We have over 1,000 videos now. So over 1 million views, nearly 1.3 million, over 1,000 videos, and over 5,000 subscribers. Channel's on the up. Long may it continue. There she is. Hello, young Stacey. You can say thank you to Zuma now for doing such a fine job on that video. The Two Blokes Talk Duran podcast. If that's what you want to call it, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Unless you want to take inspiration from a lyric, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But you can create that into a podcast. So and actually, well, there you go. Richard had it playing while he was driving to Stoke. So people will listen to it in their cars while they're driving. Do it. It's another income stream. Like I say, when you start building the swimming pool in the backyard, you send a couple of bob over to your mate, okay, and we're all good. There's Stacey. Richard saying hello to Stacey. Very good. Now we need a professional opinion, of course. So, Stacey, what was your opinion of Zuma's recollection of his hair in the video when he went to the hairdresser's trying to get his hair cut like John Taylor? I'm sure that raised a little chuckle. Richard, not too bad apart from a 400-mile base collecting slog on. Ouch. Zuma, these settings are working. Remember them. Excellent. Good. No, they're locked in. They're locked in on this. So, yeah, keep going. We'll keep going. Oh my. Zuma, you rock, sir. What a fab delivery. There we see. I'm just uncovering the genius. He might like to hide behind his quiet channel, but I think there's a voice there for voiceover work. So we got to get him out there. Got to get him out there. Richard, the hair comment made me laugh. Mate, if you knew what people like Zuma and I at that time were going through, where you wanted your hair like your idols, and there was no way as 12, 13, 14-year-old kids you could do it. You just couldn't. Your hair wasn't designed like that. And as I say in that video, they had hairstylists working on their hair virtually every day, maybe every other day, because they were constantly in magazines, on TV, being filmed. And there are photos of when, like in the periods when they weren't working, like people waiting outside Simon's house, their hair looked bloody dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Get them in with the stylist and the makeup people. Suddenly they look hyper glamorous and everything else. The days off weren't quite as polished, should we put it like that? But yeah, if you were a fan, you wanted your hair like that, and it wasn't that easy. But until you found hair gel and mousse. Mousse was always a misnomer because everyone said, "Oh, you got to put mousse in your hair." And you'd do it, and you'd end up with something that looked like the Eiffel Tower. It was a weird thing. I've never quite. Mousse was fine if your hair was of a certain length, Once you get short hair, it doesn't really work. It's all over the shop. Stacey can elaborate on this. ASMR weights Zoom. I think so. I think he has a voice for voiceover work. I will get him a voiceover job if it kills me. Richard, you were in your teens in the 80s, but I didn't follow. Otherwise, I'd look like Rhino or Francis Ross or worse. Jeff well, there, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Vinny's got, and I can tell you guys had the thickest hair, which can help a hairstylist so much. I had lovely thick until I was in mid-30s, and then it sort of started, but it is what it is. And then by the time now I'm in my 50s, you don't really care. You're just grateful if you've got some. So it's all good. It's all good. Zuma, thank you so much. We go, Raiden, my father is Trump. You have my sympathy and my commiserations. There we go. Yes, you can call her Stacey. You know, I don't know what YouTube is doing, giving us handles. Just go back to our screen names. Much better. Much better. Anyway, we are here to talk bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, bass players, great bass playing, albums with great bass playing on. If you turn it into a Duran loving, we can do that. If you just maybe you've got new gear over Christmas, maybe you've been doing some gigs and your gear's broken down. Maybe you got money for Christmas, looking new purchase. Maybe you're a beginner starting out. Come on in. You're amongst friends. We will try and help you as best we can. Any help or advice, that's what this channel's all about. So anything to do with bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, bass gear, gig bags, cases, maintenance stuff, fixing gear, setting gear up, maybe going for your first audition as a bass player. Lots of people looking for work at the moment who are bass players. So if we can help, put it in the live chat window. If I can help you, I will. If I don't know the answer, one of the fine people here on the live chats will probably be able to help if I don't know the answer. So if you're on the mobile app, live chat window is directly below. If you're on the desktop version, it's that way. At the bottom of the live chat window, you'll see a rectangle that says chat or comment. Put your question, comment in there, press send. It'll appear here on the live chat window. Then we can respond to it. That's how that works. At the bottom of the live chat window, next to it, you can see an emoji icon. And please give that an absolute pummeling because it helps the video within the algorithm here on YouTube. Please give the video a thumbs up. Very important. It's the thing that drives the videos through the algorithm, gets the videos in more bass players' view on their feed in YouTube. The more bass players that see it, the more that come into the live chats, then we get more expert knowledge. That's what we're trying to do here. I will mention, Gaz, today, 40th anniversary of Phil Lynott, Thin Lizzy passing away. I remember it. I remember it clear as day. I remember I was in, I think I visited Wimbledon Market with my dad. I was looking for some belated Christmas presents for my computer system at the time. I remember hearing on the radio Phil Lynott had died. So Phil Lynott, I should have a glass of wine. I'll have a glass of wine later. There you go, big man. Well done. We still have the songs. We still have the material in the videos. He was a Leviathanic frontman, a poet, an amazing lyricist, and a huge performer. So, yeah. So we've done that. Right. Live chat window, emoji icon. Give the video a thumbs up, please, if you'd be so kind. It doesn't cost you anything. It's literally a click of your mouse, tap on your phone screen or your tablet screen. You can do it on your TV as well. If you come down to the menu section, scroll along, you see the thumbs up, thumbs down. Highlight the thumbs up, tap your enter key on your TV remote. It would be greatly appreciated. It helps to drive the video, drive the channel. All good. Next emoji icon in the live chat window, you're going to see a rectangle with a dollar symbol in it. That's called Super Chat. Allows you to make a donation to the channel. The videos are free to watch here on the channel, but we are a monetized channel. So every video has the ability to create AdSense revenue for the channel. But if you watch the video or you like the live chats or you like the workshop videos or the demos or the interviews, you would like to keep the channel running, feel free to use the Super Chat facility in the live chats. And on the icon shelf underneath the video, where you got the thumbs up and thumbs down, you'll find a love heart with a dollar symbol in it. That's called Super Thanks. It works exactly the same way as Super Chat, just allows you to make a contribution to the channel any time that you're watching a video. Like I say, the videos are free to watch, no problem with that. But if you find stuff here on the channel that you enjoy, that you like, you want the channel going, everything has to be paid for. The lights, the cables, the stands, microphones, boom stand, the basses, the amps, pedals, all the stuff on the workshop videos, the maintenance gear, all the waxes, the cleaners, the lot, all comes out of my pocket. So when you make a contribution to the channel, that money gets funneled straight back into all of that stuff, the vidIQ membership, the whole lot. So that's how that all works. So the icons underneath the video screen, you can see thumbs up, thumbs down. Please give the video a thumbs up. Even if you're watching after the event, please give this live chat a thumbs up because it makes the world of difference. I can't highlight it more than I do. It's so important. Thumbs up, comments, shares. Those are the big things for any YouTube creator. If you're going to give the video a thumb down, then please leave a comment. Leave a comment. In the comments section, because I can't make the videos better if I don't know what isn't working. Next to that, you'll find a share arrow, so you can share this live chat out to social media, email, and websites. You'll find the watch later icon, so you can save the video to watch at a later date. You'll then see the super thanks icon, which is the dollar symbol in the love heart. There's also the hype feature. So if you want to hype a video, any video that I put up on this channel works for Zoomer as well. On this Duran video, if you go to Zoomer's channel and scroll along the icons, you probably get to the three dots if you're on the desktop. If you're on the mobile app, you just scroll across those icons. You'll see there's an option there called hype. If you click that, it will push the video up the YouTube rankings and help it, but you can only do it up to 7 days after publishing. So you find folks watching the live chat. If you want to help that video that Zoomer and I have done, if you just go to the icon row, find the hype icon and tap it. I think you can hype. Remind me, Stacey, is it 3 videos a week or 3 videos a day? I think it's a week, isn't it? Everyone gets 3 hypes, and you can use those in a 7-day period. So you can help that video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also, the shorts, which I'll put links up for very shortly. So that's the icons row. Underneath that, you'll find description box. There'll be timestamps from midday tomorrow for this live chat, which allows you to jump through the live chat if you're watching after the event. You can see all the topics we're talking about, all the subjects, all the videos, base stuff, what have you. You can jump through the video if you wish to do so. You'll find affiliate links for the Base Center here in the UK, vidIQ, and Top Cashback. There are affiliate links there for the Base Center here in the UK. There's Brooks's Base Corner merch links. There's a deal on, I think it's 25% until midnight on the 7th. So it's now the 4th of January. If you want any Brooks's Base Corner merch, caps, mouse mats, t-shirts, hoodies, 170 items, 15 different designs across the range, available worldwide. There's 2 stores. There's the UK and Europe store, US and worldwide store. You'll find the affiliate merch links in the description box. Then if you've got base-related purchases you're thinking about, there are Amazon and Thomann links for affiliate commissions. So if you find a product you want, might be a bass, an amp, strings, pedals, gig bag, cleaning materials, gig case, go to one of those retailers using the affiliate links in the description box. Go through with your purchase. When you make the purchase, we get a very small affiliate commission, and that comes towards the channel that I can then plow into all the stuff that we use for the videos. And then you'll find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Be Real, Quora, Discord, TikTok. There we go. Right, lots of messages. Let's go through these. DDD. Goodness. Stacey, you need to have a word with him. To raid in 99. There we go. Richard, your hair started falling out when you were 20 in 89. Okay. Zoomer, oh dang. Yeah. Stacey, cut and styling is everything. Not all we see on the polished side is without a lot of help. Well, yeah, but if you need a wave, he got a wave and ended up with a perm. And all I can picture is Harry Enfield doing the Scousers sketch. But anyway, Zuma won't know what I mean, but if you go into, YouTube, Zuma, and search for Harry Enfield Scousers, you'll get what I mean. Zoom, but you saved on hair products, Rich. There we go. Zuma's still buying mousse. You mean you haven't got any pink hair gel? I'm mortified. Gareth Harrison, yep, talking about Phil Lynott there. There we go. Richard, correct, Zoom. I'm 56. I tend to think of hair as being somebody else's problem. I get that. I get that. Stacey Zuma, the picture you used of your younger self's haircut, was that immediately after the initial cut or a bit later? It was definitely a JT cut. It was definitely a mullet, that much. So Zuma was ahead of his time. No, I think Zuma was playing catch up at that point, because I don't think he got that hair till about 86, 87. He really needed it about 3 years earlier. But there we go. Stacey was and a master of that contemporary vibe. Richard, I need to go on a quest to LA to search for Zuma's elixir reviews. We've all said that. I think he's 21. I don't think he's as old as he claims. I think it's a put on, you know. Gareth, Phil's mum ran a pub in Manchester. Yes, Philomena, and the boys are back in town was written about the quality street game in Manchester who often frequented her pub. Said before, I've played Brian Robertson's Gold Top Les Paul, that the solo for the boys are back in town was written and played on. Stacey 3 times within a week, quite. Zuma, Stacey, that picture was probably about a month later on school picture day. That was your yearbook photo. I remember blow drying my hair for what seemed like an hour in an attempt to straighten it. But if you've had a wave and a perm, you need more than an hour's blow drying, frankly. Richard, are you planning to press the collaboration button for the chat so they appear on both channels? It won't appear on mine. So it's whoever creates the video, it's the collaboration button because I'm working with him on it. It doesn't appear on my channel, it stays on his. But what happens is there's cross-pollination of our audiences. So my audience will now be fed that video. Whether they choose to click on it is up to them. But likewise, some of my content will now be shown to Zoom's audience. That's how it works, pretty much. Rich, there is no elixir, just street tacos. There you go. It's coming from the man himself. Zoom, typically, if I ate LA street food all the time, I'd be the size of a house. Okay. Alexa, hello. Good to see you. George, I wish I could watch the rest of this live, but I have to go. It's okay. It's there on the channel. You can watch it later on, whenever suits you. You can watch it in 10 years' time if you want. All the live chats here on the channel are here on the channel. If you just go to the live chat playlist, they're all there. All 147 of them, and all of the 40 odd impromptu ones as well. Stacey, let's talk about your friend walking in on the perm in progress. Bless it, that gave her a real chuckle. Sorry, my phone is buzzing like crazy. What's going on? Sorry, it's Uncle Funk's tech man. We were discussing Ruben Amorim's comments after the game earlier on. Zuma, you look like a freaking chip. I tell you. Lewis Wingrove, all the way from California. Good to see you. Zuma, you are aware Duran are playing in San Diego tonight, and the tickets were showing up on my Google feed at $21. Did you check those out? I mentioned this on Tuesday. Maybe you weren't watching at that point. Basically, all the dates Duran have been doing in the States leading up New Year and after, there were reduced ticket prices. I saw the San Diego one. I'm thinking, Zuma don't live far from there, but they were $21. Well, they were from $21. Can't believe you're not going. There's Stacey saying hello to Lewis. Lewis, hope you're well. Happy New Year, my friend. Hope life is treating you well. Hope it's all good. Right, I quickly check on all the formalities. Let's just check on there on the dashboard. That's all good. I think. Yep, there we are. Well, we had a couple of new subscribers. Welcome. If you're one of the new subscribers, good to see you. I need to put those shorts in the feed. There we go. So I've taken these from Zuma's video, of course. Did a bit of editing while he was fast asleep. Not in a nasty way. I put the videos together. Also gives the video a push. Good. Stream health I need, don't I? So let's just have a look at that. Analytics would be good. There we go. Stream health is when the screen renews. Stream health is excellent. It's what we like to see and hear. Good stuff. And how's that one doing too? I think that's all good. I think that's all right, isn't it? Yeah, good. Okie dokes. Right, let me. I've got Sheldon Dingwall trying to contact me. Just bear with me a moment, folks. See what he's saying. Uh, oh, Sheldon Dingwall of Dingwall Guitars. Interesting. Bless him. All the way from Canada. Yes, indeed. That's good. That's good. There's Graham Potts. Good to see you. Right, let me give you these shorts links. So I just did these this afternoon. One went live about 40 minutes ago. But I've just taken these. These have been taken from mine and Zoomer's video. So if you haven't seen these, you might find them entertaining or you might not. Here's the first one. Stick that in there. And then the second one is here. So feel free to check those out if you wish. I don't even know if Zoom has seen them yet. He may have done, or he may not. Here we go. Messages. Wow. Lewis. Alexa, what do people think about single cut basses? Help yourselves, folks. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. However, Alembic about 2 years ago created a new single cut style bass, which was kind of based on the Stanley Clark shape, but with a single cut. I really liked it. I'm not sure how many they've sold. I don't think well, they may have sold a couple, but I don't think it's like jumped off the shelves. But that one I do like. But generally, I'm not a fan. But some people love it. Some people love it. But so it's just my personal opinion. Not for me. I wouldn't ever spec a bass to have a single cut. Lewis, end of vacation from work. Quite. I think everyone's got Monday night feeling tonight. Not looking forward to going back to work. It doesn't apply to me. I've been self-employed for 30 years, so every Sunday and Monday are the same, really. Zuma, you're a bad fan. I go back to work tomorrow after almost 2 weeks off. Good for you. Not in the mood for a road trip just before that. I hear you. There's Gareth. What's that? The picture you showed in the video, Zuma kind of looks like Dustin from Stranger Things. Okay. Yeah. James, all this talk of hair brings back fond memories. We're men of a certain vintage, James. That's what's going on there. Stacey, bless you, Zuma. That perming business is no joke. You weathered the storm well based on the picture. Well, I told you, he looks about 21. You said it, Lewis. Richard, I've been off since the end of November. Blimey. Apart from gigs. Back to work finally is coming Wednesday, weather depending. Weather will dictate everything this week, I think. Stacey, Saskatoon. Yep, that's where young Sheldon Dingwall is. Yeah. Lewis, you love your Dingwall. Excellent. Pleased to hear it. Zuma, give Sheldon our regards. I think he disappeared off that chat. I was sharing your video with him. That's why. Yeah, and actually, I did send that video through to Bernie, John Taylor's Tech. I don't think he's seen it yet. Actually, let me just check. I don't think he's seen it. He's a busy chap. They're on the road. Oh, no, he has seen it now. Okay. You never know, Zoom. We might get called up to appear on his podcast. You never know. You never know. You never know who's watching. Truly don't. Stacy CN, yes, I got that. Lewis, it was worth the wait for you, Dingwall. Good. I mean, what have you found out since you got it? Any particular settings, tones that really work for you? Zuma, you have. I commented on one short, but could not on the other. I'll try again later. Okay, no worries. Gaz, I've got a Gretsch Electromatic. That's a single cut, and you love it. Good. Richard, I've hovered my nose over the Court A5 Plus single cut a couple of times when it was seriously reduced in price, but I've never pulled the trigger. Here we go. Zuma, heck yeah. Bill Derbyshire, you had a Brubaker Brute for a while, and it was pretty good. Talking of hair, check your email. I will check my email. Bear me a sec. Mullet. That's a cracker, Bill. Look, you look very pleased with yourself. That's super. You look like you might be going to sleep, but I can't be sure. That's a cracker. That's a Scouse mullet with that's a Scouse perm with a mullet. Good Lord, hell's bells. That's full on. That I tell you. I'm sure you miss those days. That's a belter. That wowzers. Okay, Zuma, you'd love to try one of those limited Dingwall headless jobbies. They will probably, no doubt, be making a very big splash at NAMM at the end of the month. I can't share it on screen, Stace. StreamYard is not a thing at the moment. I can't do it on this app, I don't think. I will have to look into it for a later live chat. Lewis, you love the non-active settings. Yeah, very good. Magical. I hear you. Alexa, can you believe I've been a barber for 20 years, never been late for work? I know all the shortcuts. Hey, they're there all week, folks. More lines like that for your enjoyment. Bill Derbyshire, the thing is, it was not a perm. Wowzers. Did you stick your fingers in the electric socket, Bill? Is that... I wish you could see this picture, folks. It's a cracker. Yeah, the dumb tish. That's it. We're here all week. That's for sure. Oh, oh no, that's Sheldon. Yeah, done. Sorry, my messenger has gone ballistic today because of the post outs about Zoom's video. That's all good. That's all good. Yeah. All up to date. Very good. Yeah. Right, it is live chat 147 coming to you from Brooks's Base Corner Sunday evenings now, not Tuesdays. Means I get a full clear run at the week in terms of video editing and everything else. So it's good news. Good news. Now I should say there is a Sunday coming up in 2 weeks' time where I'm going to be at my mum's birthday, the big 7-0. So that live chat is going to happen on the Saturday, not the Sunday. If you go into the live chats that are booked up on the channel, you'll see that one. So instead of on the 18th, it's going to be on the 17th, the Saturday. And there is another one, actually. Just bear me a moment. Let get the diary up. There is another one where I've got something happening on a Sunday. It's not a gig, I know that much. I have no gigs till the end of April. It is, Mother's Day. Yeah, on the 15th of March. So I'm keeping that day clear. So we'll probably do the live chat on the 14th, but we'll see. It might even be I do the live chat at a different time on that Sunday. We'll just see how things pan out. But yeah. So let me know if you're elsewhere in the planet, not in the UK, if this live chat between 6 and 9 on a Sunday, UK time, does this work for you? I know for Zoomer it's very early. For Stacey, it's kind of lunchtime-ish. Afternoon, but for us here in the UK, it's Sunday evening. So comments would be appreciated, not just in the live chat box, but in the comments section. Let me know, does this work for the people in the US and in Japan and Australia? Does this work better for you? I don't know. I'm hoping it does. I hope we get more people coming in. I hope it's more convenient for people, but let me know. It might not be. I don't know. It's a bit of an experiment today, so we will see. Now, I'm just looking, and It looks like, oh no, it is two separate streams. This is in the analytics. This is now two separate videos. Okay, YouTube, how are you going to work this then? Because I don't know. I don't know how they're going to work this. So you're going to have lots of live chats that are running at half numbers. Where really it's just the same. It's the same broadcast. I don't know. Maybe they'll amalgamate at the end. I don't know. Oh, well. Oh, well. You learn all these things. I'm wondering if I do it directly through the YouTube app. Because I don't know if this is because of this platform or whether it is actually within YouTube. I will check this out. Because YouTube been talking about doing this for ages. And I don't know if this is their feature or it's the platform's feature. I just don't know. We'll have to see. There we go. I'm just, yeah, that's all good. Yeah. There we are. That's done. Very good. Right. Back into the messages here. Stacey, Richard's asking, Stacey, when I used to do a pro pantomime in Sheffield about 16 years ago, the Badum-tish comedy ending was actually written in the scores for us in the pit. It's a nice time of evening, Mike. It's 10 a.m. start for Zuma. I know, I've been in his face for 2 days when he's woken up. And we were talking. Well, he was in my face this morning because he hadn't gone to bed and the video was ready to go. And I said, you just stay up. You can stay up. It might be 1:30. Stay up. We'll get this nailed. And we did. We got it out the door before he went to bed. So, and he's woken up to loads of views. And you wait till the analytics start kicking in. You'll see the hours of growth on your channel. You love it. It'll become addictive. That's the thing. Lewis, your next move is some more Canadian gear. Empress EQ, they're very good. Talk to Martin Fay. He had one of those. An Empress compressor. That's what I meant, the compressor, not the EQ. Stacey, this is definitely doable. No worries at all. Fabulous. Zuma, this works better for you because you don't need to dance around your 1 hour lunch. There we go, you see. Zuma's offering his EQ to you, Lewis, to check it out. There we go. Zuma, you get lunch break. In UK, we have to get written permission from mill owner to come home from work after our 28-hour daily shifts, 9 days a week. Only 9. Lewis, you're in Simi Valley, California. Very good. Very good. Don't forget, folks, please give the live chats, whether you're on the vertical or horizontal stream, a thumbs up. Very important. Very important. It's what drives the videos, drives the channel. It really helps. I keep banging on about it every live chat, but it really does. And it astounds me on those live chats when we get like 8,000 viewers, which we do get occasionally on the workbench ones. And I end up with about 40 likes. It's like, right. Okay. So what am I doing wrong? But there we go. There will be some more workbench stuff coming up soon. James, 1 hour lunch, definitely not in the trades. No, no, quite. So anyone get anything base wise for Christmas? I know we were talking about this on Tuesday night. Anyone seen family since Tuesday? I did. I saw my lot on Thursday, on New Year's Day. If you've got any bass stuff, any bass accessories, effects, strings, cases, cleaning cloths, who knows? Let us know. If you got money for Christmas and you're thinking of some new bits and bobs and you don't know what to get, tell us. What do you need? What do you need advice on, bass-wise? Yeah. Anyone seen any good deals? I mean, we're in January, but I've not really seen any January sales yet. I don't know. Now that PMT's gone, and GAC went, of course. A lot of the places you'd go for January sales for buying bass gear and bass bits and bobs seem to have gone. Zuma, send me an email when you're in the neighborhood, Lewis. Just bring the beer or coffee if you don't drink. It's all good. I'm sure Zuma will be a fabulous host, Lewis. It's all good. So lots of content going up this week. What am I planning? Right, live chat today. Right, demos are going up this week. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 demos going up, one after the other. Not every day. It'll probably be every other day, but I've got to start pushing that content out. So there'll be demos, there'll be reviews. There's some interviews, some old vintage interviews that need to start going up. And then I've got all this backlog of content. So working through it. But yeah, it's all good. So keep an eye on the channel. There's going to be, I say a flood, and then it doesn't happen, but it has to happen because this stuff has to get out before I can start doing the new content. So pedalboard and power supply will cost dearly, over £1,000. Really? What are you running? Blackpool Illuminations? James, no new stuff, but you did knock the dust off the old Trace amp. Excellent. Needless to say, the missus wasn't happy. Did you bring a wall down? You know, a couple of bookshelves sort of changed their location. Richard, treat yourself over Christmas to the new Fender American Professional Classic Precision in faded Sherwood green. Tortoiseshell plate. Also ordered the small 300-watt Ampeg Venture 3 head unit. There you go. I'm going to be getting my plates done for the G&L LB100 and the GB Rumor. Probably in the next couple of weeks. I need to chase up the guys at Gordon Smith Guitars. But so these are the two existing plates for the GB. So it's like a snakeskin one and a mint green one, neither of which I use. And they're going to be bright yellow tortoiseshell infused plates. They look great. Our guitarist in Uncle Funk had 2 plates for the Gordon Smith guitars, the Strats that he's got, and they blew my mind. And I remember saying to him, I need some plates like that. Originally it was just for the GB, and now I've got the LB100 G&L. That's actually a similar color to the guitarist's, or one of the guitarist's guitars, and said I want those. So I contacted a couple of scratch plate manufacturers, and they were like, well, we can't guarantee they will, you know, the blanks will be like that. And I thought, right, okay. And the prices weren't great either. They're looking at like 75, 80 quid a plate. I was like, oh. I usually spend about 15 quid on a plate. That's not going to be happening. So I contacted the guys at Gordon Smith, and they came back and went, no, we could do those for about 45 quid each. So that's a bit more like it. So I'm going to go up with the plates, and I'm going to cut them while I'm there and fit them, and Bob's your uncle. So there we go. Zuma, Jim, my Trace stack is at your Mars garage. You miss looking at it. I bet you don't miss carrying it. Lewis, I'm proud of last year. I got an entire new rig, bass amp and 2 cabs. There we go. Super stuff. Well done, sir. Stacey, yes, I'm so excited about these plates, and they ain't even coming your way. Wait till you see them. Wait till you see them. They will be great. And the guy actually came back to me just before Christmas, said, look, can we do this in the new year? And also we're going to be replenishing our blank stock. So literally when the new blank plates come in, he's going to send me a picture of all the possibilities. And he said, we want to try and get them as close to Bobby's style of tortoiseshell that he had. So they're going to show me, he'll probably send me photos, and then I'll go up on the day and then confirm that those are the plates I want, and they can cut them while I'm there. So it's all good. Aesthetics matter. Exactly. Lewis, you're looking at Temple with case. I don't know what that means. I'm looking at Temple with case Koik power supply pedals. I don't know what any of that means. Do you need to retype that one, Lewis? Good to have you back, though. Hope this works for you on a Sunday. It's all good. It has just gone 7 o'clock. It's 7:05. In fact, we're going to go through to about 9 o'clock. So you got another 2 hours. It's live chat 147 here on Brooks's Bass Corner, coming to you from London here in the UK. Hope you're all safe and well. Welcome to the new year, 2026. Let this be a year of lots of bass in every department. Zoomer, no joke, the 15 inch is okay, but the 410 really tested your fitness. Feel sorry for those poor individuals that bought 4x10 trace combos, which had the amplifier built into the whole enclosure. They weren't separate units, it was all in one. And those poor people used to carry those. Madness, utter madness. Jim, got to pop off for a bit for food. Back soon, no worries. You know where we are. You can always watch on catch up anyway. It's all good. But yeah, those poor people that had trace combos, 4x10 combos at that, or 412s. There were a few of those, I think. I mean, that's just backbreaking. Why would you do that to yourself? But back then, there wasn't any other option. We didn't have the joy of neodymium cabinets and all that. So have you got any questions about bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects? Great bass players. Albums with great bass playing on. Looking for some inspiration. Want to talk about Zoomer's video? Our video. Come on. Feel free. We put a video up this morning. It was this morning here in the UK, middle of the night for Zoomer over on the other side. So if you're a fan of Duran, or you just want to hear me and Zoomer have a bit of a chuckle and dig deep into our Duran fanboy recollections, that video is linked in this live chat, so feel free to check it out. Gaz, I sometimes gig with a band and the guitarist uses a Fender Twin, and that's a backbreaker. They always were. Zoomer, no way, man. You need two blokes for that. Exactly. Richard, the old Trace 115 was bad enough. You had a 410 Trace combo for one day. That would be enough. After it took me 2 hours to get it into the house on my own, I gave in and took it back. Quite. They sound like nothing else, but it's just they're a health hazard, frankly. And now we're at a point where, I've said before, I use amplification sparingly. It doesn't really feature that often for me now on gigs. And when it does, it's lightweight stuff because no one in the audience is going to tell. The sound they're hearing is coming through a PA. So separates all the way. Definitely. But yeah. I never went down the trace route. I've only had trace stuff recently. Well, it's 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. I haven't disappeared. I am here. Oh, yeah. I think I showed this not long after I got it, but I'll show it again. So I have in my possession, formerly of Nick Smith's abode, and I know we're getting to that time of year. There we go. How's that grabbing you? So there'll be some videos with this, various basses being played through it. There'll be some compare and contrast videos as well. Not that heavy, really. It's not that bad. But it's here. And got a good home. And there we are. Here he is. The Happy Wanderer. How are we doing? Happy New Year. So that is here. There will be videos with that. Not too long. I've been saying that for ages, but there will be because video production is about to go into overdrive while I don't have any gigs. So it's all good. Richard, it really didn't register at the time, but it took two guys from the shop to carry it out to the car boot. Exactly. Everyone always thought heavy gear. Oh, you do it. Band members will help. No, they won't. No, they won't. Gareth, often gig with an elf in a TC2. There we go. There's young Mr. Pink Bassman there. Lewis, okay, sorry. Temple pedalboard. Thank you. With TSA case. Right, got it. Kiox power supply for pedals. That makes sense. Good stuff. Zoomer, that's sweet. Just the preamp. Yep. Preamp, and there's a power section in it. I think you can use it with a power amp, but I used it on its own going into some Aguilar cabs, and it was perfectly okay. So, yeah, no resistance issues there. Happy New Year, lads and lasses, from the Pink Bassman. There we go. Leo, Mr. Rose, your second dad. There we are. So here we are. It's 7:10, live chat 147 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you're in fine form. If you did New Year's Eve gigs, I hope they were safe and you got away unscathed. Lewis, only a couple of analog pedals left to buy before I build one huge modular system. Zuma, I want you to go and visit Lewis and grab me a picture of this setup one day. I want to see all this gear. I'm sure when he fires it all up, I think the local residents, all their lights start flickering and the power you hear this thing go like when they're about to fire the laser on the Death Star in Star Wars, and the guy puts the lever forward. It's like that huge power drain. Zuma, I had not one but two drummers who bought a sports car in the midst of us gigging. Yeah, that's not conducive to gigging. I've known a few, actually. I knew a few bass players who bought very, very swanky cars, and when they couldn't get anything more than a 1x10 in the boot, they realized they'd made a big mistake. And probably the fact that when they came out from gigs every Friday and Saturday, the windows were smashed. Not a good plan. If you're going to do that, then buy a separate vehicle, cheap, that it doesn't matter if it got bashed, scraped, or busted up. Just use that for the gigs and have your nice sports car for your life outside of gigging. Mr. Pink Bassman, I can grab one of those TE preamps for 139 quid. You should. They're great. Great. This is a Series 6. I think it's an 88 or an 89. And it sounds super duper. Not sure I'd be willing to take it out on a gig, though. I would hate for it to go wrong mid-gig, so it can just be here for stuff on the channel. Compare and comparison videos. It's all good. All good. Yeah, for the latecomers who may be wondering, why are we running over two streams? I don't know. The platform we're on has decided to create two streams, one in landscape, one in portrait. So if you're watching this live chat on a phone, you want the vertical portrait feed. And if you're watching on a tablet or a monitor or TV or a laptop, you want the horizontal landscape feed. There's two separate feeds. I don't know how YouTube Analytics is going to combine these. I've no idea. It's all new. But we'll see how they manage to do it. I don't know. It'll water down the views. The idea was that it standardized views no matter which device people were watching on, but that's not what's going to happen. I'm going to have two videos with disparate numbers of viewers, but it is what it is. I'm not in charge of the tech, but there we go. So what's happening in the world of Pink Bassman? What do you know? What's happening? Just checking everything's working here. That's all good. Yep. Please give the video a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. There we go. Sorry, just checking all of this. That's fine. Yep, that's going. Yep. There we are. Beautiful. Lewis, the neighbor beat your door down over your Ampeg Rocket 12. 100 watts of practice combo. She's going to love your Venture 700 with a 210, a 1x15 cab. She certainly will. Jamie, new record in process. Very good. Got 5 more tracks to complete, all fretless. There we go. And you got the tools for the job. Joe, happy new year. Yeah, there we go. That's Joe Goose, Bass and Code. Joe Goose. His new YouTube venture. So explain to me, Joe. So part of it is to do with bass playing, part of it is to do with coding in terms of bass programming. What is that for? Are you teaching people how to code bass lines, or I don't know? Explain to me the full gist of what your channel's about, what you're trying to do on there. Give us a synopsis of what your channel is going to be presenting to the public. Let us know. How's Zoomer's video doing? Let's have a little catch up, shall we? Right, refresh that. How are we looking? 39 thumbs ups, 23 comments, 219 views. Well done, sir. Very well done. Sterling work. Joe, and just creating some software basis to practice with, like a DAW, but for basis. I'll be live coding this in the stream sometimes. Have you seen Phil DeHove's channel? He's created apps, practice apps. You might want to have a look at that, because you might get some ideas on ways to improve it or do something different. It's like a transcriber with a bass preamp and effects. Okay, cool. Let us know when it's all up and running. But have a look at Phil DeHove's channel. Sometimes Michael Anthony, who frequents Phil's channel and mine, comes in and sort of gives me updates on what they're doing. What's his channel? Let me just find it. 2 seconds. He used to do live chats every single day, but he's been teaching piano or keys, I think, and hasn't been doing it quite as regularly. Here we go. I want to. There you go. Check this out. He's a lovely guy. If you speak to him, tell him I sent you. You want to create a few VST bass effect plugins. Very good. Jamie, by the way, I had a chance to play a new Aria SB1000 yesterday. Zoomer was not as good as the original ones. I've heard that over and over again for about the last 20 years. There's just something about the old ones that seem to be more the ticket, I think. Have to say, Zoomer, the bass tones you got on that video were good. Very good. Liked it. Liked it. We have to have more of that in the next one. We haven't even discussed, when are we recording the next one? It was meant to be yesterday, but obviously you were hard at work getting that platter of enjoyment ready for publishing. So when do you want to do the first album? I've been doing my homework. I've been listening to all the B-sides, all the album tracks, looking at all the promo that went in first time round, all of that. Here's a thing. I was thinking about this earlier while watching our video. On the Strange Behavior tour, they didn't play one single song from the first album. Not one. And there was actually only 2 from Seven and the Ragged Tiger. And I was thinking, did they really just play Notorious top to bottom? But they didn't. There were a couple of songs from Notorious they didn't play. So it was a funny old set list on the 87 tour. Richard, yes, the last one I played wasn't a patch on the old 80s ones. I had one here for a couple of days recently before we went to Manchester. Jamie, it was not all that. Zoomer saying, Jamie, did the pickup sound kind of Stingray-like? I get that sense. Pretty nondescript. I think a lot of it is to do with the wood. I think a lot of the way the preamp was designed, the wood they were using then, had been growing for hundreds of years, much like the wood that Fender used in the 60s, 50s and 60s. That wood and timber had been growing for tens, if not hundreds of years. The wood they make a Stingray, an SB 1000 out of now, it's probably been growing for about 20 years, if that. Timber has so much to do with bass tone. And yeah, you can mask it with certain preamps, but not all preamps are the same. So yeah, and I'm not sure what they're doing in terms of components on the current active circuits with those. But like I say, for 20 years since the reissues have been coming out, which I think was about 2004, they first started doing them. I've never heard anyone say it sounds better than one of the originals, but there we are. You sent me an email link with a fretless tune. Excellent. I'll check it out later on. I'll check it after the chat. Let's see what we got here. Here we are. That's all working. Thank you for your watching the shorts. I posted the links up for a little early. And thank you for your watching mine and Zuma's video. Much appreciated. That's all good. That's all working. Stream health is excellent. Good. It's all splendid. Yeah. Yes, so as I say, new content up this week. I will try and rattle through these demos and reviews. And then, like I say, also vintage interviews. There's a couple there that have been meaning to work on for about a year. And it's just going through it. And then you've got to decide what you're keeping and what you're not. And also the vidIQ interface is keeping me up to date on what I should be putting out and what I shouldn't. So that kind of guides me in terms of what pieces of content go up in order. But it's all good. There we go. That's good. Yep. Yeah, so by Tuesday, Zuma, you should have some analytics in terms of hours watched on this video. Well, you know how it all works anyway. But it will take 2 days for those to properly come through. So very good. Yeah. Okay, we're up to date on all the chat. Excellent stuff. Yeah, 40th anniversary of Phil Lynott. Where did 40 years go? That's scary. Scary to me. It's yeah, what a bass player. What a bass player. A lot of people kind of smooth over what he did and don't really give him the kudos he deserves. But for his style of playing and the band they were in, he was the perfect player for that. It didn't need to be flowery or what's the word? Technical. But even so, his playing style and the way he played on those songs, you know, in terms of technicality and lots of notes, no, but technical in terms of driving the band along and being able to play like that song after song after song. There's a skill to that, and he was very adept at it. Time to play the black P bass, exactly, with a mirror plate. But yeah, I saw someone post about him earlier today that had he still been with us, he would have been recording songs with the likes of Bono and Bon Jovi and people like that. Possibly. I'm not, I mean, how old was he? 36, I think, Phil Lynott, when he died. I can't remember. I'm just looking it up. He wasn't old. 36 when he died. But so he'd be 76 if he'd lived this long. You know, if he got into his 70s, I think that would have been a pretty good innings for him. But yeah, I was 13 years old. I remember hearing it on the radio that he passed away. He did. He drove the band and he sang. Yeah, and gave Huey Lewis his break into fame. Really, well, not even fame, but you know, becoming the musical entity he was. I can't remember what it was he died of. Was it sepsis? I can't remember. Heart failure and pneumonia. That's right. Septicemia. Led to organ failure, specifically septicemia, which is blood poisoning from kidney and liver infection. Collapsed on Christmas Day, 85, and never recovered. There is a video here on the channel back in the Gaz knows, because I posted it up earlier on the Facebook page. When I was doing the Essential Bass album series, there is one here for Live and Dangerous. Let me just see if I can find that. There we are. If any of you want to check it out, feel free. There we go. So there's 23 episodes in that series, but that's the Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous one for you. It was done quite a while ago. 5 years ago, in fact. Around about February, March 2021. Blimey. We were still in the middle of COVID at that time. Didn't know that we were going to be getting back out, because they'd only just started doing the vaccine. But there we go. So who's gigging shortly? Anyone active on the gigging front? It's very quiet here in the UK, or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Nothing for me actually in the diary at the moment until the end of April. I'm sure things will pop in tomorrow. Phones and emails and stuff will start popping in as people suddenly realize, oh, I'm getting married, or we're having a function, or we're having a party, or there's a corporate event. So as people go back to work and they've got to start booking bands for events and stuff, it'll all start kicking into place tomorrow. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. We've got some good festivals coming up over the summer with Uncle Funk and the Queen bands. I've got a couple of ABBA shows. So it's all good. It's all good. Anyone looking at any new bits of gear? Like I say, it's as though the January sales are a thing of the past. I just don't see a lot of January sales happening at the moment for bass gear. I know Andertons have got a sale on. Haven't seen anything with Amazon, I don't think. And as I said earlier, a place like GAC and PMT are now gone. The number of bass emporiums here in the UK to buy stuff from has dwindled somewhat. Joe, I'm giving this month in North London. Oh, gigging this month in North London with your brothers Santana Latin Rock Cumbia band. Cumbia. I get the gist. Good. Enjoy. That's it. If you're offered gigs at the moment, just take them, because there is not a hell of a lot about. And in my experience in the last sort of 10 to 15 years, a lot of venues, certainly here in London Southeast, just don't even bother having bands through January. They just don't bother. We used to get a bit of that, where your regular circuit of gigs would just pull the reins in, say, not having bands in January, which made making sure that you earned a lot in December and New Year's Eve, it was imperative, because without it, you got no money coming in. Thankfully, I don't have a mortgage anymore, so I don't have that concern. But still, got a tax bill to pay, and all of that sort of palaver. Joe, you've had to order a new bass body for your Zoot bass from Mike Walsh's. The one I have is too heavy. He's building me a new one, but will be blue and black routed modern style. Very nice. Zuma finally bought that drum machine, the Alesis SR18. We were talking about that, weren't we? Was that 2 weeks ago? Jamie Joe, check out Ozomatli for Cumbia. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll see what happens with gigs. I'm expecting a few Queen things because one of the Freddies that I work with messaged me on Friday. I think it was Friday. And he's starting to chase some gigs. I think he suddenly realized there isn't any Queen gigs in his diary. And, oh my God, I haven't done it. Because you've been busy doing all your other bands, your other tributes. Jamie, talking with Toby Diggins, can't imagine what about. Well, that'll be some bass build, no doubt. No doubt. Any news on how far they are in clearing their sort of the pre-booked builds? We've got a lot to get through there. Jamie, can you ask Toby where your nearly 5-year-old GD order is? Blimey. Well, they should have it all clear by next year, but I've got no idea, obviously, where you are in that list, Joe. Richard, you've got about 4 gigs between January and February so far. It's very quiet everywhere. It is, Jamie. They're working through. Toby's now building as well. Yeah, I saw that on his Facebook feed. Starting to do the necks and the bodies and stuff. So all hands on the pump. I think they want to clear the decks, don't they, in time for the 50th anniversary next year. So then they can start releasing their new models and stuff. Don't let him wind you up, Joe. He hasn't got your bass. It's just nonsense. Joe, all depends on how many new basses Mark King has ordered this year. No, I don't think Mark even orders them. I think they just say to him, would you like this? And then they make it. But yeah, I don't think he needs any more at the moment, does he? And he only just had the pink one last year. So, guys, it seems retailers concentrate on Black Friday more than January, and they don't really concentrate on Black Friday either, judging by what was out there last year. Yeah, I don't know if I've talked to you about it, guys. I'm not sure I'm going to do a Black Friday this year, unless things drastically change or I suddenly get a load more affiliate companies involved. Yeah, I felt like once we get past Amazon and maybe Andertons and Guitar, there isn't actually a lot out there. What could be something really good, and these companies could shift a lot of product. They just generally don't bother. Thoman's base offerings regarding Black Friday are quite shocking. Zuma, someone said, Ozomatli, I went to school with Ulysses, their saxophonist. Matter of fact, last saw him when Duran released their rooftop concert in the theatres. Right, got it. Jamie also played a Dingwall John Taylor yesterday. And your thoughts? What did you think? Harley Quinn, can you play Come As You Are by Nirvana? No, we don't do plays on this. No, we're not going near copyright stuff. Sorry to disappoint, but no. If you want that, just go in the YouTube and type Come As You Are by Nirvana and you'll get the video, which is a much better experience for you. Richard, it's generally the same offers in January as were available on Black Friday. I'm buying up string sets again at the moment. Sean, super chat. Thank you very much. Bless your heart. Super sticker. Superb. Well done, that man. Let me just, I think I can respond to that in here. Oh, no, we can't do anything with stickers, can we? Sorry. I can't do anything to a sticker. I can't like it or respond to it, but thank you very much. If you want to follow Sean's lead, we've got the super chat facility at the bottom of the live chat window, and we've got super thanks in the icons underneath the video. Everything you contribute to the channel gets poured straight back into the channel. So you want to keep the channel running, super chat, super thanks, both fabulous. Merch, links in description box if you want to buy caps, hoodies, mouse mats, t-shirts, the whole lot. All of that's there, so you get something for your money, and affiliate links for various other retailers, all in the description box. Yeah, I don't think I need to buy any more strings, Rich. I think I may well be stringed up for the rest of my life. I don't think I need any more. I've got so many boxes and packets of strings now. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Jamie, Dingwall was super lightweight and the feel was okay, not worth 4,000 quid. Then shouldn't be 4,000 quid over here. I don't think. Depends what. Oh, is it John Tate? Yeah, it shouldn't be $4,000. I think a JT over here is about 2.6. I think. Russell, good to see you. Dropping a drive-by like. Thank you very much. Hope everyone's doing okay. We're all good. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Electric Low End. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry to be late. It's okay. You can always watch on catch up. Even forgot to eat today. Goodness me. Been fueling your day with coffee and Harry Potter marathon. Very good. Gaz, your mum's next door neighbour dated String to his friends before he formed the police, and there's some photos of him at that time. Wowzers. He's not your dad, is he? You could be due some inheritance. Russell, if you got a PayPal, throw a few ducats, but I refuse to super chat because I can't that doesn't work. You can always buy some merch. Use the merch links if you want, Russ. That would be great. That would be grand. Because YouTube takes too much. Unfortunately, it's the platform I choose to broadcast on, so I have to play by their rules. Russell Zorna, hello. There we go. Hey, I hope to run a stream on YouTube today, but we literally house cleaning, trying to get room to go through all the noise machines. Quite. Richard, agree, Jay. I never really wanted any Dingwall I've played. Have you played a Z3? I also hung my nose over the JT model, but not really interested. Joe, they just sold an 8-string JD. Yeah, that was Mark's one. I'm not sure if Marcus bought it or if someone commission sailed it. I don't know what the ins and outs were on base direct. I hope JDs don't go up to wall prices. I don't think they will, because they're still making them. And to be honest, the American market doesn't dictate the prices of JDs, really. Russell, got to find your other done that. Anyway, maybe I'll just mail a check to the post office box. Wonder if I can just issue a check electronically without going to the back. You don't know? It's fine, Russ. Buy a t-shirt. That'd be great. Be fabulous. Or a mug or something out of the merch store. If you want to help the channel, it's all good. Seems one should be yeah, that's all good. Right, let's just quickly check that. How's your video looking, Zoomer? How's that video doing? My second short is progressing slowly. The first one blazed a trail and the second one is slow. But there we are. I'm sure sometimes with shorts, especially remix ones, there's certain moments in the day where you can just hit a wave and it will just take off. And then other days you can do the same time and nothing happens. It's a slow burn. But shorts is a mystical world because you can sit there and a video can sit there for like 36 hours and do nothing and all of a sudden just take off out of nowhere. The algorithm is a funny thing and entirely unpredictable. Here we go. Electric Low. Last night you managed to tear a muscle on your left side of the ring. You are in the wars, my friend. While moving furniture again. Yeah, don't be doing that. Yeah, especially in winter. You don't want muscle injuries and stuff. Russell Zorna, I just hate giving more money to YouTube and I already pay them for ad-free. Okay. But you see, in paying for ad-free, when you watch stuff here on the channel, I get payments through YouTube Premium. I get a little ticker each month. So when I get all the AdSense and stuff, I get when you pay for YouTube Premium, the creators you watch get a small amount of that in their AdSense payments. I think that should mean when I super chat, the artist should get it all. Well, thank you very much for thinking of us. Not trying to be a dork. No, it's fine. I get the same reaction from various people. It's YouTube's mechanics. It's the way they build their model. It is what it is. That's why I'm saying if you buy merch, and I've said it on live chats before, buy it through my links in the description box, not through the merch shelf on the videos, because then they'll take 45% of that. Whereas if you buy it through my merch link, I get a larger chunk of it. Zuma can barely keep up with responding to comments and contributing here. So you're earning your corn today. You're earning your corn. I said, yeah, I told you those videos take off. It's a lot of stuff to keep up on. Imagine what it was like for me when I did my collection video, and that was getting goodness. In the first month, I think I was doing over 1,000 views a day, and I was getting somewhere like 20 subscribers a day from that video, and they were commenting on loads of videos as well, not just the one video. Mental. Be careful what you wish for, Zuma. Russell, just hate giving YouTube or any online social media portal money when they make plenty. I know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But this is the platform that pays the most, hence why I'm on it. This is the pension fund going forward. You know, it's the best one for creators to be on. Literally alone, you're missing comments because you're watching on the other feed. So there's two feeds today. There's the horizontal feed and the vertical feed, and I think what's happening is I'm getting it all based on the platform I'm watching on, but within the videos, you're not getting all the messages. So you may need to run both streams, which is not the idea. The idea is that YouTube standardized the feeds and portrayed whether it was horizontal or vertical based on the device you were watching. Clearly, that's not what's happening. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Jamie's off. Good. Okay. Have a good, where are you? Afternoon, I guess there. Okay. Take it easy. Be careful out on the roads if you're driving. Richard, after something Uber light and came across the hills next, HNB3 bass guitar. Any experience with them? No. No, I haven't. I think someone asked me about them before in a live chat a long time ago, about a year and a half ago. And I saw some come up on a couple of retailers' feeds over the past couple of weeks. But no, have no experience of them. Never had any here for review or demo, so no. Russell, you'll write a script now to watch my subscripted live streams to max their premium watcher returns. Just going to assume that YouTube scales the premium payment based on the premium user's FaceTime. Could be. Could be. Zuma, at this point, I think I need a breakfast beer. What time is it? It's not even midday. Well, that's what floats your boat. You go for it. You work very hard the past couple of days. Yeah, and now you're getting the fruits of your labor, you see. Told you this can happen. Told you. It's all good. It's all good. I did post out to a couple of the Duran groups on Facebook. Not loads. I haven't sort of smothered it, but what will happen is various channels will see it and then put it onto their page and their group, and there's a lot of cross pollination that will go on. So, and that was the other reason for asking for the thumbnail, because I couldn't do an Instagram story with the graphic I had. It was too grainy. So I can do that once we're off this live chat. I'll put up a story on Instagram for that. Russell, thanks for having chat. Promote for whenever I get my stupid. That's right. You keep us posted. Keep us posted. You'll be around. No worries. Take care of yourselves, and especially if it's cold and dangerous on the roads, drive carefully. Electric low end breakfast beer. Take it as rye bread. Very good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just need to make a note of something when I come back in. So that, there we go. There we are. So you should get a good night's sleep tonight, Zoomer. Now that you haven't got me going, can you just change that? And that bit needs changing. And can you make sure in the back end you do? Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm wondering. Well, you can tell me because you're here. How does it compare to your other videos in terms of after 10 hours of or 11 hours, I guess? Yeah, nearly 11 hours. How's it doing in terms of views and comments and stuff in comparison? Are we above the average? Are we about average? Are we below? I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't know because I don't see your analytics. So I'm just going to pause that. There we go. Oh. So yeah, here we are. It's coming up 10 to 8 here. Brooks's Base Corner. Live chat 147 coming to you from London here in the UK. Hope you're well. Welcome to the new year. Happy 2026. If you want to talk basses, bass guitars, bass players, bass amps, bass effects, gear, maintenance stuff, strings, talking about albums with great bass playing on, this is the place. Come on in. You're amongst friends. Use the live chat window. If you've got any questions or comments, stick them in there in the live chat window. Press send. They appear here in the window, and then we can respond to them. The kitten has made a crashing sound in the studio. You know that nice bass you had in the video? It didn't have a huge scratch down the front before, did it? Don't leave your cats in the studio. Come on. You need to shut the door. Definitely don't want to be doing that. Superb. Give us an update when you get back, Zuma. I fear for your gear. So if I go in there, I'm just comparing the two different feeds here and just seeing if there's a major difference in the uptake of one to the other. Okay. Vertical seems to be far more popular, which is kind of expected. But we haven't been taken over by idiots, so that's all good. Yeah, cool. So I'm really keen once this live chat's finished to work out how YouTube is going to amalgamate the views for this. If it is, maybe it won't. I don't know. The idea was that they standardized, so it was nothing to do really with the creator. It would be they put out the live stream, and then the device would, via YouTube, would dictate how it's presented. That doesn't seem to be what's happening at the moment, but we soldier on. We soldier on. We will see. Um, trying not to get confused by these two different live chat feeds in terms of messages. Zuma, if Bob Clearmountain lets his cat crawl all over his SSL console, then it must be good luck. Yeah, but he's got the money to replace everything. You haven't. Especially a very nice black SB1000. But actually, I need to ask you a question because Stacey asked me earlier. How many SBs have you got? Not just 1000s, all the other variations of. How many have you got? Let us know. We're hanging on this, Zuma. Let us know. I said it was probably about 5 or 6, but I could be well out. I'm not sure. Let you get your spreadsheet out. Goodness. I didn't think it was that many, but clearly. Here we go. We're on tenterhooks here, of course. Oh. I thought there was another message there. Is there that many? Cripes. Bet you're glad you asked this question, Stace. I wasn't. Oh, check my email. Right. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was a good guess. Good guess. There we go. So the SB1010, remind me what the difference is with that in terms of a 1000. I know there's something about it. I can't remember what it is. 6. I was a good guess that. That wasn't even from a position of knowledge. I was literally that. So yeah, what's a SB1010? I know I could Google it. I'd rather have it from the authority rather. Nice collection though. Nice variety of models there. Let's have a quick look, see if there's some pictures. SB10, 10 base. I just can't remember off the top of my head what the difference is. 1010 is Rev, essentially a slightly scaled down version. Okay. Offering currency, key features include a 32. Oh, okay, so it's medium scale, right? Got it. Non-brass bridge. Okay. Oh, very good. Has it got the chrome bridge? I would imagine the tone is slightly different. Strings a little more supple, less tension, maybe. Although a lot of that will be based on the strings you use. So also has the wider spacing and a regular chromed bridge. Right, got it. That's what I'm seeing in the pictures. Nice. Similar price to a standard SB1000 too. Okay. Grand. How long have you had that? Gaz, you don't own any areas, but do have own West Tone Thunder made in the same factory. Yeah. The skip base, we call that. Hey, there was, this is for Gareth, there was a Genz Benz 9.2 Streamliner. The model up from the shuttle. Is that a 9.2? I've got the 9.2 shuttle. I think 9.2 Streamliner is the one that goes up. And there was one for sale at about 325. I think it was on eBay. It was eBay or Base Chat. You might want it. I don't know if you're still in the market for one of those, Gaz, but if you want, read off the list, please. Oh, okay. What, you want me to read your base list? Hold on. Sorry, do you want me to read the list out? Read off the list, please. Okay. Let me just do that, and I'm going to put that there. I can have both windows open at the same time. How about that? So Zuma's Aria SB collection. He's got an SB 1081 in Paduke red, weighty at 11 pounds. An SB 1000 from 85 in black, an SB 1010 from 85 in black, then a CSB 380 from 81 in dark red, an SB limited, and it says 88 to 94. So, okay. Have you not been able to get the year from the serial number? Is that it? You think you've had the 1010 for about 10 years? Okay. So SB limited from 88 to 94, trans black, £8 8 ounces. That's not too bad, is it? And an SB Elite 2 from 84 in white. We like a white base. Nice. Very nice. Stacey, I second your Bob Clear Mountain cat remark. Must be a good luck grand output sign. Yeah. Yes. Very good. That's all fine. Right. Okay, I can expand that window again. Very good. That's all good. Just check the community tab. Any messages there? Stacey, yeah, agree with that. That's going into published. Good. Analytics are all fine. Thank you to all new subscribers. We had a funny thing happened yesterday. Very, very funny. I don't know why this happened. I don't know what caused this. So on Friday night, I was booking in this live chat and all the other live chats going through till March. Didn't think there was a big deal about it. And overnight yesterday, so from Friday into Saturday and then throughout the day yesterday, I lost 10 subscribers. I don't know if that's just because I booked in a load of live chats. I don't know if that's because I booked the live chats in and didn't put any content up yesterday. I don't know. But for some reason, the channel lost 10 subscribers. Now, it could be YouTube were clearing the decks and channels were being closed down or shut down, and people who haven't used their handles and that sort of thing. And maybe they'd subscribe to the channel. And if their channel or ID was closed, then obviously I lost that subscriber. But 10 in a day. 10 in a day. I was like, you can't tell me 10 people have got the hump because I've booked in a load of live chat, surely. Occasionally when you do that, you might lose one, maybe two at a push, but 10? Really? If you're watching this and you're of a fragile persuasion and me booking in a load of live chats gives you the willies that makes you unsubscribe, please go and see your doctor. I'm not quite sure why that reaction happened, but the subscribers who stay are the people that should be here on the channel, and the ones that decide to unsubscribe because I've booked in live chats, well, you're probably not for this channel. Sorry. But there we are. Right. Messages. Zoomer, no serial on the LTD. Oh, those are the ones with the alembic electronics. Wow. Says no serial number in the cavity or under the pickups or anything. How crazy. Richard, the base cult fraternity of 10 have turned their backs on you. Clearly, I'm not the channel for them, but that's fine. We carry on. We carry on. They know they can watch the videos without subscribing, but they won't get notifications. So if they miss all the good stuff, that's their hard luck, isn't it? Zoomer, you'd love a PJ Westtone Thunder. Gareth, we get loads of Westtones come up secondhand over here. Do you not get them in such numbers over there? Most of the bass retailers usually have a Westtone or two up for sale. I doubt you'll find one in a skip, though. Oh, well, you might because he did. But whether you'll find one with a PJ setup, I don't know. Crazy. Anyway, 3 minutes past 8. Brooks's Bass Corner, live chat 147 coming to you from London. Hope you're all safe and well. Welcome to 2026. Hope we all have lots of bass-centered fun and games this year. We are now doing live chats on Sundays, regular time, 6 o'clock UK time. And we'll see how it goes. It's a bit of an experiment. It might work. It might not work. Hopefully this will work for people on the far side of Europe and on both sides. So hopefully this will help the American side. It will help the Japanese and Australians and people in the Far East who tune into the channel. Just need to change things up. We've been doing Tuesdays for ages, and it was time to do something different and see if we can make things a little more accommodating for people elsewhere on the planet. So hopefully so. Zoomer, perhaps they have an illogical fear of the future, maybe. I was at 5,039 subscribers on Friday night before I started doing the live chat bookings. And by the time I'd finished, I'd already lost 2 subscribers and then lost some more overnight and then lost some more yesterday. I don't know. Gareth, yours just a P pickup that has now been converted to fretless as you had other P-type basses. Excellent. Richard, they need to be taught that there is no time zoomer, whether in the past, present, or future. It's always now. There we go. Zoomer, not many. Never seen one yourself. You want one like the guy in rock school, Henry something. Is that his surname? Something. Henry something. You just got to keep your eyes open for those things. Stacy, that's kind of squirrely in subscriber drop. I do wonder if there's a connection between the bozos who subscribe, then come on the live chats and cut up. But they don't need to subscribe in order to be shirty on the live chat. You don't need to subscribe. You can just do it. Maybe they subscribe so they find out when we're on, get a notification, and then, yeah, as they learn, they literally get 1 or 2 messages in and then they're gone. When you block them due to their rudeness, well, correct. But like I say, there was no activity other than me booking the live chats. So unless YouTube was culling inoperative channels and profiles, I don't know. I didn't get any notification from YouTube to say they were doing that. So what it is what it is. Zoom in, Dig Rich, be here now. Correct. It sweeps them out. Yes, exactly that. So we got another, what have we got? 54 minutes, and then it's dinner time for me. Let's have your questions, comments regarding basses, bass guitars, bass amps, bass players, great bass playing, albums with great bass playing on. Zuma, Henry Thomas. Yes, Rock School. Yeah, he had a PJ Westho. Absolutely, Zuma. There's no time, there's no space. Everything that has, will, or ever be is happening simultaneously. Correct. George Iliadis, good to see you. Monday morning there in Australia. This time it's a great start to the working week for you. Exactly. You see? See, now you'll be asking me to do this on Saturday nights. So you get this on a Sunday. Can't do that. Too many of my gigs happen on Saturdays. Electric Low End. But good to see you, George. Happy New Year. Electric Low End. Who wouldn't want a chill, fun, and always information-filled bass live chat content on Sundays? That was my thinking. Joe, what bass are you going for this year, Mike? I'm not buying anything this year. It would take something seriously special within my price range for me to buy anything. I need to film, I need to publish, and then sell a couple, probably. I think that might be what happens this year. But the plan for the content will be relentless. There's no more of these long gaps. So I've got a new schedule that I'm trying to come to terms with and thinking, how am I going to fit all these jobs in? Knowing that I've got loads of stuff coming up this year. We've got an extension happening. I've got family stuff to include in the schedule. So it's like, got to, lots of round pegs need to go in round holes, not square holes, that sort of thing. But no, not after any gear this year, unless I'm buying for videos on the channel. But again, I keep doing that and then don't produce the videos. So there's got to be perhaps a little bit of a clear out this year. Gary, what's for dinner? Good question, actually. I don't know. I'll deal with that once we're finished. Stacy will go with the YouTube explanation. Yeah, that's what I'm putting it down to. It's happened before, but not for a very long time, and not in such number. The fact there were 10 within a day seemed a little extreme. I can't believe 10 people got the hump because I booked in 3 months worth of live chats. I don't know. Zuma, since copyright blocked our audio, I'd like to know who played bass for Ian during the Blockheads. Norman Wattroy. He's the man. Currently in that chair is Mr. Nathan King, Mark King's brother, who plays guitar for Level 42, but he plays bass in Blockheads. Yeah. I knew when I saw that clip, I thought, I bet that gets pulled, and I bet the sheet clip. I'm surprised you, or maybe you didn't notice on the first render and upload that YouTube would have flagged those. And for some reason, Chic stuff really flags like instant. It's like there's no leeway on that stuff. It just goes. Although I've never had a strike from it. I've had 2 claims, and then I just edited those chunks out of the respective videos. But it's hard. It's hard. I'm surprised you didn't get a claim for the Radio Gaga, because you got a bit of Freddie singing. But then again, You see, I've done Queen tribute videos and not been pulled until the last one I did. And yet in that video, as I've explained it on live chat before, there were performances in the sound check that were exactly the same as the performances on the gig. And yet the gig performance got flagged and the sound check performance didn't. I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird, murky world. Gaz, Nathan is a great player. He is. Used to enjoy his Anderton's videos. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't spoken to him for a while. I think I told him I was going to see them on the dates that I went to see them at level 42 in the autumn. We used to, I won't say natter, but we used to message a little more than we did because we were both on the sort of covers circuit, but neither of us are anymore. Very rare that he ever needs me to dep. I think last time I heard from him about depping was 2022, and I couldn't do it. It was on a date I was already booked. And he's not in. He doesn't generally do covers gigs that often anymore. He does function bands, and then he's got Blockheads and level 42. Can I have a chat with Niall about that? I don't know. Just, but if I bumped into him in London, I would. Yeah. Can you sort out your licensing and publishing so that those of us that want to use 3-second sections of your material can? It would be handy, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's just something with the chic stuff. It's even just when it's instrumental, it flags. It's whoever that company is that deals with their catalog. They're very quick to send their copyright claims and strikes out. That's for sure. It is what it is. You have to work around it, sadly. Where are we? And there we are talking about subscribers, and I've lost another one. So we were on 5,036 when we started. We went up to 5,038, and someone has dropped off. Everything's dropping off these days. Okay, fair enough. If we're not the channel for you, so be it. I said that second short hadn't really fired up. It has now. it's going for it. It's a big chunk of activity in my analytics for that second short that was taken from Zuma's video. Thank you very much if you're watching that short. Much appreciated, of course, as always. There we are. There we go. So, as I said earlier, the fact that we're not on Tuesdays anymore doesn't mean we can't necessarily do an impromptu live chat on a Tuesday evening. We will just see how things pan out over the next couple of weeks. But I am developing a schedule for content being published and things that are going on the channel. If that becomes a schedule that I think I can definitely stick to on a weekly basis, I'll put it up on the actually on the front page of the channel, so you'll see it in the graphic on the front page. So if it's like a regular review video goes up on a certain day at a certain time, and a demo and an interview and what have you, I will let you know. Are there any comments on it? Oh, what, on the short? I don't know. Let's have a look. Why have you left one? Let's have a look. Ah, there is one. Is that you? No, it's from Stacy. I've actually flagged about another 5 that I think 5 shorts, which I'll spread over the next couple of days from our video. And yeah. So, what can I tell you? There is a very big surprise coming up shortly, folks, which I can't go too much into at the moment. And I've been, what's the word? I've been, I keep thinking illuminating. That's not the word. I've been referring to it for a couple of weeks. I still can't give it away yet, but it won't be too long. It will have an impact on the channel. Hopefully, it'll have an impact on a lot of you guys out there as well. But I can't say anything yet because the cat isn't out the bag or on the mixing desk if you're Zoomer, of course. But once that happens and it gets announced, I will fill you all in. You'll know about it. Don't worry. Gaz, what are your thoughts on the Genz Benz Shuttle 9.2? Excellent. Wasn't particularly looking for that amp. Just fancy a change to your Mark bass. Well, back in 2005, when Genz Benz and Mark bass were all the rage, everyone was after it because it was the Class D stuff of choice. I AB'd 2 Mark bass amps against 2 Genz Benz amps. Hey, beat after beat, good to see you. Happy New Year. And the Genz Benz absolutely thrashed the Mark bass into my ears. It's just my opinion. Into a cocked hat. I went in with a completely blank canvas. I'd never heard either amp, hadn't reviewed them. I'd only been writing for the mag for about a year and a bit. And I sat in the gallery, I think with a 1x12 cabinet, or was it a 210? Might have been 210. And just plugged those amps in one after the other. And the Genz Benz stuff to my ears just sounded a whole lot better. Richard Fitton Perkins, £20 super chat. Thank you very much. Bless your heart. Thank you. Yeah, so I can't. Sorry, I need to come out of that. So let me come out of there. If I go there, come on, back we go. I need to go into native YouTube. Thank you. Here we go. Yes, to my ears, my opinion, I just thought the Genz Benz was a much more capable amp, better tonally, better definition, a much nicer tone, if that makes sense. And then I bought one in, when was that? Early 2014. So I knew they were being phased out because Fender had bought them. And I bought one from Bass Direct, which is that Shuttle 9.2. Loved it. Loved it. Used it as my main amp. I stopped taking the EBS amps out for a little while. And yeah, and I've still got it. It works fine. I took it to Israel on a couple of trips. And just really kind of thought, you know what, this is great. And then I don't know, I went back to using the EBS stuff because I was doing some gigs where I needed a lot more heft and power. Wasn't going through a PA necessarily. And the EBS stuff, it's like a tank, really. But the amp's still there. And so, yeah, I mean, the only way you're going to know is to go and check one out and take your existing amp with you. You know how that sounds through a cab. Then plug the Genz Benz in, you'll hear the difference. I can assure you. It's a shame that gear went. I mean, Gensler was the natural replacement for it, but I still think the Genz Benz stuff, what it was doing at that time, was outstanding for what it is. There we go. Beast of a beat. Richard, you had great a Genz Benz Shuttle 6. Okay. Lovely amps. Replaced all your Genz Benz with TC Electronic. I never got on the TC Electronic boat. Didn't get it. Thought it was way too clinical. But again, I was all EBS'd up at that time, so I was fine with that. Yeah, the Shuttle 9.2 was kind of that was the last line. I think did they do a 12? Because it went 369. Did they do a 12? I can't remember. Anyway, they got bought out by Fender, and Fender basically buried the company. Zuma, new song title, Cat is on the mixing console. That could be quite catchy. Yeah. Yeah, there we go, really. But trust your ears. You will only know if you can directly compare two amps. You'll hear the difference. You just will. I've never owned any Mark bass gear. People that like it, and that's fine. That's their opinion. I've reviewed some for the mags. It's been perfectly up to the job, and yeah, I can't say anything other than that. But for my ears, not my taste. But that's just the way, we're all different, so it's good. Yes, they did a Shuttle 12 before the Fender buyout. That's right, which I think was the full big bells and whistles, lots of controls, lots of lights and stuff. Richard, you only use Mark bass because it's easier on my aging back. Understand it. I remember doing a gig in 2013. A bass player in another band had that Shuttle 12 or Streamliner 12. I remember looking at it and going, where'd you start? Where'd you start? Where'd you start making adjustments if you're on a gig and the amp doesn't sound how you want? I don't know if it was hired in or it was his own gear, but I remember looking at it and just going, that's far too much. It's far too complicated. I was very happy with my EBS stuff at the time, and it was just, well, it's there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 controls, one of which is a compressor which never got used, and one is a drive control which never got used. And that worked for me. I always got the sound I wanted with the basses I had. Beat after beat, my truck also died December 30th. Ouch. My blower motor, oh God, died, which means I have no heat or defrost, and it's winter here. Truck goes in the shop tomorrow. I hope you get it there and you haven't got frozen up windows and everything else. Gareth, Fender did that a lot. Yes, they did. When they bought SWR, yeah, they based the Rumble series off SWR circuits. Correct. And then buried the company, which is why SWR amps now are quite sought after. Welcome to the music biz. Fender do that a lot, although it's really no different to what Gibson and Cayman did with Trace Elliot. So, and look how that turned out. So, and there will always be companies that do this, and they do it. They buy up the competition and then bury it. So they take the teeth in today. They take the technology, and then once they've got how they can use that technology in their own stuff, they bury it. B, you have a tow truck picking that up. Very good. Richard, I always found that classic basses like Precision's Jazzy sound terrible on Mark bass, whereas modern status GB hi-fi sounding stuff sounds amazing. Yeah. I'm still I did that test with the Mark bass stuff. I've had stuff here for the magazines for review, and I used various basses through it, and it just never floated my boat. Just my ears, the way I hear it. I'm very happy with what I've got. I mean, Lord knows there's plenty of it here, but not Mark bass, but different gear. So, and at the time, I was very happy with all my EBS stuff. Well, the thing that changed for me was Aguilar came out with a 2x12 cab, and I got offered an artist deal, and I was like, "Yep, I'll take that." And I was doing loads of stuff around the world, and they always said, "Wherever you are, you tell us where you're going to be, and we will make sure the local distributors have the gear for you at the venue. You turn up, you play it. You haven't got to carry it around or do anything. They deliver it and they take it away." And I was like, great, I'll have that. That's great, especially when I'm doing stuff in the Middle East and Far East, and well, the amps that I want are all provided, but unfortunately, when the two bosses at Aguilar moved on, I've had absolutely well. I have communication with the ex UK distributor, but I've heard nothing from Korg in the UK or Aguilar in the States. So who knows? Who knows? It's not something I'm chasing after because I've got all the gear I want for my own personal use here. But in terms of using stuff around the world, yeah, that's it's a different thing. It is what it is, isn't it? It's I do so much stuff with IEMs now. If I haven't got an Aguilar deal, I can live with it. It's fine. Beat, I thought I'd share all this lovely news to start off the new year in Beat's world. You are welcome. Beat, have you seen our new video, me and Zuma? If you haven't, let me get you a link. It's a good time to put it back in. So anyone doesn't know what the hell I've been chuntering on about, Zuma and I are now doing a series of Duran videos. There you go, Beat. Get your laughing gear around that. And the first video went live this morning. So if you like Zuma's stuff, or you like my stuff, or you like Duran, check it out. Yeah. Oh, you've seen it. Very good. Very good. Did you enjoy it? Was it your sort of thing? I don't know how Beat's going to keep up with our ever-changing Duran t-shirts. That's going to fry your brain. Different one every episode. Hope you got 20, Zuma. Going to need them. I was trying to work it out. So we've done one. First album, Rio. 7 the Ragged Tiger, Arena. Power Station 1, Arcadia. Notorious, Big Thing. Liberty. That's 10. Wedding album. Thank You. Medazoland. Pop Trash. Astronaut. Second Power Station, if we do it. We might not. Red Carpet Massacre. All You Need Is Now. Paper Gods. Whoa, it's going to be 21, possibly. Future Past. Dance Macabre. It's 21. It's before you even started talking about JT without the album content. 21. Hope you got 21 Duran t-shirts. I don't think I have. I've probably got about 12. But anyway, there we go. It was amazing. Great job. Well, thank you very much. Joe, Mike, if you had all the money in the world, what would your first bass purchase be? Mine would be a Pensa Jazz bass. Always wanted one. I don't know. I kind of got everything I want. There's not a lot of what I want a Series 2 Alembic, but I would have to spec it and have it built from scratch. I couldn't have a big bodied 34-inch with the bridge halfway up the body. It would have to be spec'd. Probably be a one-off bass, and it would cost me a hell of a lot of money. So I'm just at an age, I think, where I can see gigs are slowing down. I don't see the need to keep buying basses other than to feature here on the channel. And the G&Ls have thrown me a curveball that I wasn't expecting. There isn't a hell of a lot I haven't got that I'd really, really want. If something really good came up that I thought, oh, want that, then I can sort it. But I can't answer you. Anyone else? What would your take Joe's question? What are your thoughts? Beat Duran is always interesting. Correct. Stacey, and when Reportage comes out, well, exactly. There's 22. Could be an ongoing. We might be a video a week, Zoomer, at this rate. Be after beat. Someone on YouTube brought Rio album cover to life with AI the other day. It was cool. I haven't seen that. I'll check that out. I'll look for that. All the money in the world. Wowzers. Yeah, I don't. What are other people after? I honestly, there's nothing really that I'm there thinking, oh, I wish I had that. I've got all the bases I need for gigging, really. Only if I was in a project that needed something specific. There's nothing, people say, oh, you must want a wall. No, not especially. Not especially. I got an American NS2 Spectre from the 90s, so happy with that. Dingwall Z3, maybe. No, I'm quite fortunate. I've got most of the things I want. There's not a lot. If some nice Alembics came up that fitted the bill and were not ridiculously priced, but they're all going to be ridiculously priced now. You know, you won't get Series 2 here in the UK for less than 14K. That's not going to happen. Series 1, I get Series 1 for about 8 or 9, maybe. But no one's ever going to sell an Alembic on the cheap. No one sells walls on the cheap. So no, there's nothing I'm really isn't anything I'm particularly after anymore. I think you get to a point, like I say, I'm 53, I'll be 54 this year. I notice gig numbers are dropping. I'm not in the sort of bands that pick up the cheaper end of the market. So those last minute gigs that might come up, the bands I'm in are not in the running for that. So my level of work has dropped, but the amount of money I earn per gig is up. So it's kind of less work, but the same income. Richard, you buy out Status Graphite and restart graphite production with the best luthiers around. Yeah, you won't want to be doing it yourself. You get the same health problems. Potsy Base, good evening. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Happy New Year. Would love to get a Dingwall this year. There's plenty of them out there, especially second hand as well. Beat after beat, so no more Tuesday show, now Sundays, correct. At least up until March, which is what I've booked in. If the Sundays don't take off and there's no significant upswing and we find numbers dropping, then I'll look at it. But we'll see. The Tuesdays we had an upswing in the summer. Sorry, a bit bunged up. Excuse me. We had an upswing in the summer when we moved to vertical. But that only lasted for about 6 to 7 weeks. It then dropped back down to what it was before. So even though we stayed at the verticals, the numbers came back down, but they were still more than the horizontal. So I don't know. We'll see. It's a bit of an experiment. I'm trying different things because YouTube is changing constantly at the moment, and you can't do the same thing all the time without seeing a drop off. And unless numbers go up and you see that spike, which is what happened with the vertical live tracks, you have to change things up. So that's where we are. Zuma, you don't want a Federa Anthony Jackson in a 4-string. Of course you don't. Talk about custom. Yeah, quite. You want it, not don't. How did you type I don't want when you meant I want? Is AI taking over your device? Beat after beat, 53. That's it. You're just a kid. I know that. You know that. But yeah, the gig numbers are just down. It's just down across the board. I don't know any bass players, especially here on the London circuit, that are doing same gig numbers that we were doing 10, 15 years ago, because there just aren't the venues. You can't turn around that level of bread and butter work that we used to have. You know, I used to be gigging every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those venues aren't there. You might gig Friday and Saturday, but even then it's not every week. So Gaz, did you see the Nick Beggs videos about him getting his old wall back? It was weird. I haven't. I will watch those. And Zuma, remind me, I've got to send you those fonts at some point. Where is Beat After Beat? He's here, isn't he? Richard Fittenperk. Oh, as in where is he location wise? I don't know. Richard Fittenperk, he's trying to convince himself he really doesn't want one. Yeah, I get you. You can only see your chats, no one else's, because you're on the wide format. You're on the horizontal format. We now have 2 streams. There's a vertical stream and a horizontal stream. So people on the verticals aren't seeing the horizontal messages. And so maybe just keep watching the messages that appear on the screen in front of us. So I've got all the messages are here. I can try and make that bigger, actually. Let me see. There we go. We can go to that, or we can go to that, or we can go to that. I think that makes things easier to read for you fine folks. that better? Hopefully so. You can, okay, you're using your cell phone. But you're watching on the horizontal feed because I'm not seeing the mobile icon in the chat on the platform I'm hosting this on. So you can either swap stream, go over to the other stream, or just stay and just read the messages on the screen, which is what you should be seeing. Richard did wonder where Beats messages were. There you go. Mike from Joe Goose, have a good dinner. I will. I'll see you on the next live stream. You take care. All the best with your channel. Take care. Good to see you. Stacey. Okay, no problem. Seeing that. Yeah. So all the messages are displaying on the screen that you're watching, not in the live chat feed. If you're on the horizontal stream, you won't see all the vertical messages in the live chat window. And likewise, if you're on the vertical, you won't see all the horizontal messages in the live chat window, but you will see them here on the screen. Zuma says he thinks Beat is in Minnesota. I bet it's cold up there. Yes. When asked why he stayed in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Prince said, because it's cold up here and people don't come here. He wasn't daft, was he? Can't believe it'll be 10 years since he passed away. Can't believe it's 10 years since Lemmy passed away. Bowie. We're coming up on the 10th anniversary of all those passings. Glenn Fry. Crazy. Where did 10 years go? I couldn't tell you. Scary. Very scary. If you've got any questions, we've got 23 minutes and then I'm off for my dinner. So if you've got any question about basses, bass guitars, bass amps, effects, gear, gig bags, strings, maintenance stuff, anything to do with bass playing, talk about great bass players, albums with great bass playing on, fire it away into the live chat window. I'll respond, as will everyone else when we see those messages. Stacey knew what he was doing just a bit. Beats in Southeast Michigan. There we go. Gaz, it's snowing here in Oldham. Wrap up warm. There's no rain here in the Southeast. And well, it was meant to be Tuesday. It's now looking like Thursday. So we've got ice. It doesn't look like it's getting warm until about Thursday as well. So we've got cold days for the next couple of days. Got to keep an eye on the dogs when we're walking them so they don't break their legs on the ice. So decades come to us quickly, don't they? Just you think it's 20 degrees? That's positively summer. That's shorts and flip-flops weather. 20 degrees. Really? Cripes. What I'd give for a bit of that. Frankly. Let's just see how we're doing. Lost any more subscribers? Oh, we gained one. Thank you very much. Thank you for signing up and getting on the bus. Hope you find some bass content on the channel that works for you. The second short has clearly done something because it's now ranked second behind the one that went earlier. Yep, that did it. Good. See, I told you, Zuma, this video's a hit. It's a hit, man. Could change the fortunes of your channel. The whole series will. Don't forget to create that podcast, playlist and put that video in there. How are we doing on that? That's there. Yep. That's there. Okay. Good views across the board. Very good. Here we go. 20 degrees Fahrenheit, right? How cold, sub-zero. I was going to say. Zuma, I'm commenting on my tablet in portrait. I can see my comments in landscape on your TV. Okay. What happens, though, is that it sometimes takes a while to catch up. Right. Okay. Got you. Matrix 1, 16 here. Who's that? Matrix 1. Let me go in, see if I can see who that is. Go to their channel. Iran, good to see you. You joined in my live stream. Iran was one of our security guards when we used to play in Elliot. Came over to see me just before Christmas. Thank you very much for joining in. Good to see you. Please make young Iran welcome here on the live chat here on Brooks's Base Corner. Well done, sir. You've got 16 there. Feels less. Yeah, I remember in a lap winter. Twice. Having said that, plenty of days where it's 25. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Gareth, did I get any bass-related goodies for Christmas? No, I didn't. I got a couple of CDs. Didn't get many presents this year, but I didn't need any. Didn't want any. We got an extension going on later this year, which is going to cost an arm and a leg. So I got, who's watching? Mike Lynott changes 2. I got Roachford Twice in a Lifetime. Catching up on my Roachford CDs that I didn't have. And that, which I'd seen when we did or went to the Level 42 shows. I thought I need to get that. So there, I'm all done. And I did mention on Tuesday, I'll mention it again. I'm going to be doing an interview very shortly with Derek Taylor, the original bass player for Roachford. Looking forward to it. I don't think he watches the channel or the live chats, but if you do, I'll be in touch very soon. We'll get that all sorted out. Looking forward to that. He was a hero of mine. I've been listening to Roachford a lot since I saw them supporting Level 42 in the autumn. Been digging out all my Roachford stuff. What a band. What a band. What a live band. I've got the performance when they supported In Excess at Wembley Stadium from 1991. It's off the charts. Absolutely off the charts. But no, didn't get any bass related stuff, but that was fine because I'd had a good Black Friday. As you know, I got loads of stuff on Black Friday. So no bass related for me. Anyone else get any bass related goodies for Christmas? Beat after beat, you can see your breath in my truck. You won't see my breath, you'll see yours. Iran, no, you got the right spelling, Stace. That's all good. It's all good. Oh, someone just posted on the status group on Facebook. They're looking for an S5000. Good luck with that. 5-string status with a is that a bolt-on neck? Can't see it. It's only got a couple of controls though. Anyway, good luck with that. There are not many of them knocking about. Don't forget, folks, please give this live chat a thumbs up. Even if you're watching after the event, please go and check out Zuma's and mine new video. Leave comments, please, in the comments section, and feel free to share it. If you frequent Duran groups on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, feel free to share it in there. Spread the word, get it out there, and we'll see how it does. It's had 200 no, that's refresh the page, Mike. Let's have a look. It has had 255 views, 42 thumbs ups. That's not bad going for nearly 12 hours. Someone said they really enjoyed the chemistry between us. Your shared passion for Duran is infectious. Well, now, there we go. We tried our best, didn't we? we did what we could with what we've got. I'm looking forward to doing the next one. When are we doing the next one? When are we filming the one for the first album? I think the 5000s are resin. I'm not sure they're composite. I thought the 4s were the last. Could be wrong. Or maybe the 4s were the last and the 5000s were the 5-string versions, but they're not like a Series 2 or a Series 2000. I can't remember. I need to go back into my status stuff. I'm trying Trying to remember on the fly. BFB, put it in your Duran creative playlist. Good work, sir. Gaz, update on the Ernie Ball cables. Oh, yes, Strings and Things UK distributor are replacing both cables under the lifetime warranty. Well done, Strings and Things. Thank you very much. Good job there. Leo, what do you think is going to be the status project for 2026? I couldn't even begin to tell you. I don't know. Not a clue. Rob Green certainly isn't going to tell me. Well, let's just wait and see, shall we? I don't know. I don't know what his plans are with whatever he's planning. Beat Us Beat, the music's between us. Sunrise. There's the title for the podcast. There you are. Zuma. There you go. There you have it. I think there might already be a podcast called that, actually. You would need to check. A little bit of detective work required there, I would say. Yeah, you did win. No, we were saying earlier, we're going to turn that. You can turn a video like that. If it's going to be a series, you can create it into a YouTube podcast. Obviously, you want to put podcasts all over the place, not just on YouTube. But it can take an existing playlist and just turn it into a podcast on your behalf. And I said to him, we should use a lyric or a song title from a track. Would probably make sense because it will resonate with the fan base. And that's a good shout, that. I might have to cogitate on that while I'm eating my dinner and fire some suggestions over to the gentleman. We will see. Richard, I'd name the podcast Piston Broke. That's nothing to do with Duran though. I don't know. We'll put our heads together and come up with a suitable title. That's for sure. Folks, you've got 12 minutes and then I'm off for my dinner. Have you got anything you want to ask? Anything to do with content here on the channel? Next live chat will be next Sunday. Might do one Saturday. I wanted to do one yesterday, but my head was in accounts yesterday and it didn't happen. What was the most valuable life lesson you've learned so far? I could tell you plenty. There's loads. Truly, I could tell you loads. Most valuable life lesson. When you earn money, put 30% of it away because you still got to pay tax on it. That's a fairly useful one. I know too many musicians that don't do that. Suddenly get a tax bill and go, oh, I haven't got the money for that. There's loads. Most valuable bass playing life lesson? Prepare. If you've got a gig coming up, prepare for it. If you aren't gigging, as I'm not now, keep practicing at home because when you come back out, you need your calluses in form. And if you don't, as we found when we came out of COVID, you got to build them back up again. But yeah, prepare. If you're adept, prepare. Do the work, do the graft. I know too many people, too many musicians, especially bass players, who do no prep for gigs. They think they can wing it. Don't do that. Don't be that guy or girl. Richard, hey, I can only just see your prompts in the vertical chat. I don't. I'll have to test all of this out. Gaz, any New Year's resolutions? I don't tend to do those. Anyone else got any? All I know is next 4 months I want to utilize to the max while I've got 4 months with no gigs. But that doesn't mean gigs won't come in. I'm hoping they will. But while my outlook is there are no gigs. I want to seriously maneuver this channel into being a productive vehicle, carrying on from where we left off last year. You know, if I can have another year that builds on last year's progress, fabulous. Leo, don't buy a bass you didn't test. Well spotted, sir. Zuma, we'll have to chat about episode 2 later. The first week and a half new semester is always quite busy for me. That's fine. That's all right. That's fine. Andy from Australia, how are we doing? How did your gig go? New Year's Eve, all that prep you were doing last week. Tell me. Beat after beat. Can't see anyone here, but that's okay. See, I can see it all, but then I'm seeing all the feeds all at once. Gaz, yours is to work on your BVs. Good for you, Gaz. Do that. It will pay dividends down the line, I swear. Richard, you have a little mobile phone symbol next to the chat title on the vertical video, correct? Even though I'm using a MacBook. That means you're on the vertical feed. There he is. There's Andy from Australia. Even the finest basses can be not right, as you found out. Correct. That's why I say don't buy unseen unless you're buying from somewhere and you have the ability to return it. Never buy a secondhand bass from a person that isn't a business that you can't return it to. But there we are. Andy, I got a hot tip for you. Your mate Marcel Yamuni has a track called Monkey Fingers. He's a beast of a guitarist, even better bass player. Okay, cool. I will check that out. After the live chat. But how did your gig go? We want to know. Come on. How did New Year's Eve go? Did you get all 30 songs learned? You were in the middle of prepping on Tuesday's live chat. New Year's Eve gig was good. Sadly, none of the songs I practiced were on the set list. No. How does that happen? Did someone give you we're going to do these songs and then it was someone else running the gig, or how does that happen? I would have packed my bass up and gone home to be like, this is a joke. Who's running this charade? How does that happen? Oh my God. Did you know the songs that were played? I hope so. Gaz, agreed. I've played a few basses that on paper should be great, but were right pigs when I played them. Take every bass on its merits when you pick it up. Things that should be great sometimes aren't. Things that should be dreadful sometimes are amazing. Stacy, oh no, that's a raw deal. Just a bit. Zuma, always be honest. You might think you've gotten away with living the life. Your body knows better and it will always catch up with you. There we go. Andy, the audience were mostly oldies, so we end up playing a load of rock and roll tunes. That's fair enough. That's what was needed, then great. If they all had a good time and you got applauded off, then great. Good stuff. There you go. Rock fan, good to see you. Great job. Keep it going. I'll try. We'll keep doing the Sundays up until March time, middle of March. I think I've booked them into. And we'll see how we go. But like I say, if there's no discernible upturn, then I'll delve into the analytics and we'll see whether we keep them on Sundays or move them to another day or just give them a break for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. Done that before. At one point, I think we had a 6, just over 6.5 month break. We did in from Christmas 23 through till July 24. So we have done that before. Andy, none of the songs were later than 87. That's all right. It's plenty of good stuff up to that point. Good. I'm glad it went well for you, mate. I've been in that position the night before a gig and you've got 30 songs to learn. But as I say, I think my record's about 42, 43. And I got that gig done and it led to other work and it was all good. has to be done. It tests your mettle when you have to do that. It's not like just being in a band and saying, "Oh, we're going to do 3 or 4 tunes, 3 or 4 tunes, easy." You suddenly got to do a whole set, and you've got to learn it and memorize it. That's work. That's graft. But the sense of accomplishment once you do it and you finish the gig, it's like, that was good. We got 5 minutes to go, folks. Let's have your questions or your comments. We will be back next Sunday. There could well be some impromptu live chats this week. I'm trying to think what we've got going on. Some stuff happening on Tuesday. Other than that, it's just videos this week. So keep an eye on the channel. There's going to be, I will try to be consistent. This is what I'm trying to develop, a schedule that I can stick to, as opposed to the sort of ad hoc nature, which this channel has been for the best part of 5.5 years. I want to try and get into a structure now that works. So we will see. Beat After Beat, the music's between us. Duran special with your host Zuma and special guest Mike. There we go. You see, there we are. I just give him a gentle prodding behind the scenes. We need to do this. We need to do that. It's all good. It's all good. I will enjoy my dinner, I can assure you. The stomach is now telling me it's time for dinner shortly. Gareth, you'd love a video on tips of learning a set quickly. I've got that on my list. That's on my whiteboard of how to learn a set quickly as a dep. There will be a series on being a dep. I've just got to work out how I want it to look and how I'm going to film it, where I'm going to film it. Bear with me, guys, because as you know, I'm a one-man operation. So it's good having loads of ideas. It's another thing executing them all and bringing them to the screen. And I already have about 14 videos, excluding demos and reviews, that need to be finished off and put up. I may, after I finish my dinner, start working on the next long form video, because I've got, I think, about 8 gig vlogs that need finishing up, and I want them done and out the way. This year I want to try and use my what do I call it? The DJI mobile camera thing that I bought a year ago. I haven't even used it yet. I want to learn how to use it. I want to get using it on gigs for the gig vlogs. So that's definitely something that needs to bear fruit sooner than later. Much love, everyone. Cheers, B. You take care. Have a good week. Alex, little wisdom nugget. In the studio, I'll use something old like a P bass, but on stage, I just want a bass that matches my outfit. Not sure about that. You're talking about the Bootsy bass, I'm guessing, maybe. No, in the studio. Well, I've often said, P basses are great in the studio. I'm not always that convinced with them live. It just depends on the band, the venue, amplification, sound reinforcement, who's doing the IEM mix. I'm not a fan of using P basses live. Sometimes it is the right thing, and I use them a lot now, when before I would not have gone near one. Quite a few projects I'm in now, it has to be that, but it would never be my bass of choice, really, if I'm honest. I use them because I have to, not because I necessarily want to. However, I have to say, since I bought the G&L LB100, I quite happily sit and plug into an amp and just noodle away on that thing, because it is lovely to play and it sounds great. Better than any Fender I've ever played. So take from that what you will. Right, folks, it is coming up to 9 o'clock. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining in on the new live chat, the Sunday night live chats. Oh, there's Richard. I like a bass that cuts through the mix like a scythe when I'm out live. Hate being buried in the mix and not being able to hear myself. Exactly. It's my point entirely. Exactly that. Right, folks, go and have a good week. Enjoy yourselves. If you're out gigging, look after yourselves. We'll be back next Sunday. We'll do this all again. I'm just trying to think. Right, so this week, as much content as I can get out, I've got to edit up and push it out. I'll try and get this schedule as well, and if I can find something that works, I will post it up on the front page of the channel, and you'll see it. And I will try and stick to it as much as I can, even if it's just for 4 months. We'll try and stick to it and publish regularly. That's the plan. Stacey, wonderful collab with Zuma and Brooksy. Check it out. Thank you very much for that. Please check out that video. There's links here in the live chat. Feel free to use them. We'll see you next Sunday. We'll do it all again. Got any questions? You can always contact me through email, brooksyspacecorner@gmail.com, or get me on the socials. I'm going to do a little as we end. So there's going to be a little thumbnail. So let me think. On the horizontal stream, it'll be there or there, or I can just go there. No, that one. That's the one you want. There. Horizontal stream, it'll be there. Vertical stream, it'll be there, slap bang in the middle. Be a little thumbnail very shortly for my bass collection video. Check it out. You want to look at all the basses I've got or had up until 3 years ago in 2023. It's a really good video there. Check it out. Hope you enjoy it. Guys and girls, have a great week. I will see you next Sunday. Take it easy. Have a great week. Bye.